4 years have passed since the events of No Way Home, and Peter is now an adult living entirely alone, having voluntarily erased himself from the lives and memories of those he loves. Crime fighting in a New York that no longer knows his name, he's devoted himself entirely to protecting his city. A full-time Spider-Man. But as the demands on him intensify, the pressure sparks a surprising physical evolution that threatens his existence, even as a strange new pattern of crimes gives rise to one of the most powerful threats he has ever faced. The year is 2026. The film is rated PG-13. The film is 2 hours and 29 minutes long. The film is a superhero urban adventure action adventure sci-fi film. The film is Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Well, this is the Earbuds bonus movie review that everybody loves when we do it. It's when we take a step away from the music show. I'm tired of the music. Usually we review...
Step away from the music show.
Usually we review...
Hey, I don't know what I was doing.
Usually we review an album, but...
Of music.
Yes, but for these we just review a big movie that we watched and want to talk about.
And speaking of, we just played some of that some music.
Hey, music is everywhere you look if you look hard enough.
I thought that was a guy. So yeah, we want to talk about a movie. It's called iBuds. We're not earbuds today. We're iBuds because we watched a movie and we're here to talk about it. And we're going to recap and we're going to kind of react to it in post the movie. So that is to let you know, spoilers abound.
Absolutely.
You know?
And of course, if you're longtime fans of ours, which I know you are, we've covered all the Tom Holland Spideys, haven't we?
We have?
Well, maybe not the first one.
We probably did. I don't know, 2017?
I don't think so. We did Far From Home. And then we did No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe not Homecoming. We were too young.
Yeah, we would have just been too young to probably even see it in theaters.
Yeah, because you need a PG for that.
Mm-hmm.
Parental.
Yeah, guide.
Yeah.
Or guy.
Yeah, for me.
It could be either. Parental girl. You can use G a lot of different ways.
Wow.
So
we had to come back for the fourth installment of Tom Holland Spidey, didn't we?
Yes. And this one was a sort of a long time coming. There was a little break, and actually not even that big of a break, now that I'm saying it out loud.
5 years. It's kind of a long time for a movie sequel, especially one that you know is going to make a bunch of money, and this one is certainly making a bunch of money.
And why do you think that was? So yeah, 2021. Okay, 5 years, so half a decade, and I basically in the blink of an eye I thought there was a new one. So that shows you how time's moving for me these days.
Yes. Well, of course.
And those were made the first one was 2017. It was just like bumbada, and he showed up in what? Civil War or something before that?
He's
like, Spider-Man.
Introduced in Civil War, Homecoming, and he plays a pretty big part in Avengers Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Stark on Bleeding is his famous line.
Right. Which I think maybe I came up with that. I saw some interview where he was like,
you're like, you're not cutting the mustard there, dude.
They're like, did you? And he's like, I think
so. Look, I'll hand it to the guy. I would be not in a coma necessarily, but just the amount of stuff you're shooting for these, just back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Especially then that run.
There's probably some bangers in there he did come up with, and who's getting all the glory? Watts. Oh, what a smart guy Mr. Watts is. Or whoever did the one that's in.
Yeah. The internet has now turned on John Watts, who I think...
That's us walking away from him.
There's been a sort of big turn against Watts in the Home trilogy.
Is that true? I stayed off the internet. You're going to find out there's stuff I didn't know what was going to go on in this movie. And I'm all the better for it.
For sure.
And maybe you're the same that way a little bit. But to me, before you talk bad about him, because I would rather hear about it afterwards where people say, we've caught you. We've ensnared you in our trap.
Okay.
But to me, these are the best Marvel films. The Spider-Man film franchise within the Marvel movie franchise, I've always liked them the best for reasons that are in this movie.
Yeah.
But I've got nothing against the guy. I've not watched whatever else he's done, Wolves or whatever. Even though it's probably fun.
Seems fun. I watched Cop Car, which was like his first one with Kevin Bacon. A group of kids steals Kevin Bacon's cop car and he chases after him. And if I was Kevin Feige and I watched that, I'd be like,
hey, that guy's got my name.
Yeah.
The guy starring in this.
Yeah. That's like 1 degree of separation between us.
That'd be an interesting game. But yeah, I think if he's watching that and going, this guy's got the juice.
I would say, yeah, I mean,
as Cone Kid would say.
Yeah.
Who should have done a song in this. But
but that dastardly Steve Lacy gets to instead. And he spoiled it on the red carpet, ruined my time at the movie.
What the hell?
It's a whole thing. We'll get into it, but before we spoil the movie.
So what's up with Watts? What's the...
Well, I'm just saying he was kind of the darling of the MCU. Homecoming is sort of the grounded high school.
Hey, my darling John Watts.
Homecoming is the sort of grounded high school Spider-Man that we never really got because Tobey Maguire looks like he's 40.
And it still does, though.
Yeah.
He's in a sweet spot. He's like, I'm always 40.
That's my secret, Captain America. I'm always 40.
I'm bleeding.
But of course, and then Andrew Garfield, his hair is too big.
Yep.
So you're like, well, he's not in high school.
No.
And he actually has too much riz. You're like, oh, like Peter Parker doesn't have that much riz.
Oh, he's a nerd? No.
No, I'm not buying Peter Parker skateboarding. Sorry. But then Tom Holland, he sort of threads the needle.
Just going to crack a garage beer here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, what Pokemon are you? Have you listened to any of that show?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Tom Holland comes in, he threads the needle of being like the kid Peter Parker and the Spider-Man. To me, I think he's probably our best on-screen Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Wow.
I'll say right now, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy is my favorite Spider-Man.
Look at me.
It's the nostalgia, but also I think those first 2 movies are nearly perfect movies. And I actually think Spider-Man 3 is actually also very, 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 very good. You just ain't ready to hear that, and you haven't been for about 20 years now.
Yeah, let's not get into that too much.
No.
But when we get into these movies, and there's so much of this like feeling of, because when we get into the Infinity War stuff, like all these things, it just takes it to this height of like,
Right.
These are comic books.
Yes.
And Spidey has always been the sort of this young merc with a mouth almost.
Yes.
He's having fun with it. And so I'm like, the third Spider-Man film of Raimi
Yes.
is it's like if he showed up in the comic book and it's like now he's got dark hair and he's brooding and stuff.
Well, and by the way, he did show up in the comic book like that. That's where they got it.
Don't.
But yeah.
Is he doing a musical number or whatever? No. But like
But he should be.
The feeling of the comic book
Right.
brought to life. Whatever.
I've always said that.
But the first Spider-Man film, the Raimi one, was like, it's like life-changing.
Yeah.
I went and saw it, and it's just that age where you sort of believe this could be true.
Yeah.
It's like when you're like, if I just got my power, and you hear Chad Kroger in your head, and you go to Target and they've got the TV display, and every time you go in there, all of them are showing the music video.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I could be that hero.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
And I know everyone says the second one is better.
Yeah,
But I've got this sort of the Toy Story bias to me towards the first one of that's the one.
for sure.
Because with this movie, don't worry, we're getting there.
We're getting
this is
there.
A little teaser for you. There's something, and now I know we have to do this for every superhero of like the prequel thing.
Right.
Well, how did the skinny guy become the man for America?
Right.
There, something about him, this kid,
Yes.
and just right from the beginning being like, I'm nothing. Yes. I've got this but there's this little way out that just comes to him, and and he's struggling with it the whole way. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just these two halves. Captain America is just him all the time.
Right.
There's some of these where it's like, yes, Bruce Banner's got his thing, but Spider-Man, it's this tragic idea.
Yeah, it's the dual life. You have to the choice of the great power comes great responsibility. It's universally like it's just incredible.
And he's not perfect.
He messes up all the time. That's the
he's
great.
He's just trying to do the right thing.
He is basically the reason Uncle Ben dies. Like that's in that first movie. His sort of because he wants to get back at someone. His little act of revenge is what ultimately kills his uncle.
It just boggled my mind.
Yeah.
In the theater.
And you're like but that's Spider-Man. But you have to learn that.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. But that's what
he has to live with that.
Yeah,
and I have to live with that. I go home and sleep and I go, he got his uncle killed.
Yeah.
Like I'm spider pilled right now.
Yeah.
He's also the reason for the season of summer 2026.
That's right.
With the brand new film, Brand New Day, with a new director, because everyone's mad at Watts, which we definitely got into.
Okay,
well, this short episode.
Okay, here's what I'll say about so I think everyone is now sort of looking back at No Way Home and the sort of they forget that it was COVID. Mm-hmm. It was like filmed during COVID, so no one is in the same room together. Not just because of laziness, but because of you had to.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that too because I was going in pretty hard on that the other night. My girlfriend's just like, I didn't know, I guess.
But there is, I mean, it is the sort of, and now it's the thing of like MCU movies all look like slop or whatever. It's everything's gray and nothing's looks like it's filmed right and all that stuff, which I think is largely true. And I think those movies do suffer from that a little bit.
Do you mean as a retroactive this is being discussed? Or like as we've got, because isn't that just a sign of like when they came out, they're gigantic.
Yeah.
You can't, it's like the Avengers. And then you're like, we've been doing this for 10 years together. Everyone is sitting in the theater going, ah. But now people go back and they go, oh, look at these. It's like, is it just because they're aging a little poorly for what people want now?
I think so.
Just because we're drowning in it?
I think that's mostly it. But, you know, whatever, maybe I'm
not saying it's not valid, but like you can't pretend you didn't like it. Just the way you pretend you liked Phantom Menace.
Right.
Oh, I did like it.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't, but I did. But I think that's mostly it, where now they're looking back at me like, well, it's not like in vogue to be like, actually, No Way Home, despite maybe having some plot holes or like some flaws, it was a genuinely moving theatrical experience where you're like, I don't even care that it doesn't work on every level because it did something that was awesome. Mm-hmm. And yes, at a time where everyone was like scared and dying and whatever, that's true. But also like you just don't think, and part of it was like the rumors that the other Spider-Men are going to be in it, but they didn't show it in the trailer and all that stuff. But there's rumors that they've been seen on set and all that stuff. And then it actually did happen. Like one of the one times ever where like all of the rumor mill stuff actually does come true, but it actually works.
Right.
And you're just like, they actually pulled it off.
And that they were so like, Tobey Maguire was like, I haven't, like he was not even acting. He was straight up lying.
Yes.
Like he wasn't doing, because it's like, you can tell they're like,
yeah.
Oh, let's just say there will be a certain Campbell's soup on set doing a cameo. Like, oh, we know. Right. We know that. Well, we that a certain announcer from
That's
Spider-Man 1's going to be, like there's always this wink at the camera of like, I can't say anything. Let's just say my hands are a little sticky from all the webbing I've been shooting. And I go, all right, back to you. He's just like, I'm not in this. I haven't talked to anyone.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. And you're just like, you're a nasty guy.
You're a nasty man.
Like, I love it. He's sort of like, he is who he is in Babylon. Right? Eating a little chrome. Arr, arr. So, and this was also at a time with, I think the multiverse is sort of hitting you've got Spider-Man, the animated film.
Right.
Bringing in the multiverse idea.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange has done it. It's hitting the part where it's like, well, now anything can be anything.
Yes.
And it just, to me, felt like this is where all of this is falling apart because there's nothing to care about for me.
Yeah.
And I've mainly fallen off of them, except
Spidey.
that. And I know part of it's the nostalgia thing that I'll rail against, but it's like, it works. And it's also because these are real characters in that world of like, and now we made up, and now Spider Pig, remember, or whatever. It's like these are the people. These are the other Spider-Men. There's a built-in when Tobey Maguire stepped through that thing. Just being in the audience,
it was awesome.
You just listen to that audio sometimes, where it's like the audio from when Tobey Maguire appeared.
Yeah, it is awesome, and I think people are retroactively being like, nah. What a waste. It looks like, everything's dark. You can tell they weren't together. All that stuff, which is true. It's the COVID thing though. And I don't know, sometimes, the visualization of how New York looks in those movies isn't as good as.
No, it's pretty bad, but I think there's so much context lost of like how many people were working on everything. When you hear about like during that run, all these special, like everyone was just like running thin because of Marvel. So it is their fault.
Yeah, of course.
And it is like, do we need to pump out a movie while no one can be in the same place and we have to set up everything needs to take place in Doctor Strange's house or through little like wormhole things so that everyone can just be separate places.
Right.
You can tell New York's not there.
Yes.
And they're like, we put those people in post. It just is too clean.
Yes.
But I don't know. The story is great as far as I'm concerned.
Same. And I think we were pretty high on Far From Home, which I think people consider is the worst one, but that's the Jake Gyllenhaal Mysterio.
No, I like all.
I love that.
Yeah. I rewatched that one. I think maybe, I don't know. It probably was when the last one came out, so I haven't seen it for 5 years. But I liked it more the second time, or the third time, or whatever. It was just like, it's such a great idea. It's almost like sometimes there's an idea, and I know other people are saying it's not that great. I'm like, I think it's too good for the superhero movie. I'm like, he's acting this like the story within there. Yeah, they're the best ones.
And the thing with Spider-Man, which from Raimi's Spider-Man from the comic books is the sort of, and that Tom Holland Spider-Man keeps having to deal with is he, out of the goodness of his heart, makes a mistake or like selfishly makes a mistake. The thing that he thinks he's doing that's right is actually wrong. And then he has to deal with the consequences of it. And again, that happens in this movie and will probably set up the next 10 years of Marvel movies. But that aspect aside, I think they've done a good job of like like with Mysterio, he gives him Tony Stark's goggles or whatever the hell, and like that lets him do whatever he's doing. But he thinks he's helping a guy who helped him, but he's too trusting. And then at No Way Home, he wants to help all of the villains.
It's such a great reveal.
Yeah. And then in this one, we'll get to
that having Doc Ock come back to do his little thing.
Yeah. And he's always trying to do the right thing.
And this has two of those in my mind where one is pretty, like you said, is going to set up larger stuff. One's pretty tragic. It's almost like the worst he's messed up in my mind, which maybe there's no other choice, but this is where we'll get into this now.
Yes.
Leading into this one, I was of the mind.
I just want to say, I think John Watts is wrongfully being.
I don't have anything again other than he said it. He's like, I'm burned out.
Yeah.
He quit Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
He's like, I can't do this.
So I'm just saying that the internet is turned against him. I have not. I think he did a really great job making those movies.
I think making Cop Car, just the Feige thing of like seeing someone and seeing potential, and like, if I can give you the people you need as a good producer, give you the necessary resources and funds and crew. I'm sure he's like, how if I went on to a set and I was like, I've always wanted to make Spider-Man.
Sure.
So in this scene, you're fighting and we're going to have you shoot up into the air and then you flip back down onto the tank. What? I just don't know where you begin with that stuff. So to do 3 of them, and to be the best ones, in my mind, it's just like crazy. Yeah. Now I thought we were kind of done with Spider-Man.
Right.
There was then talk of there's going to be 3 more, maybe. I mean, this stuff swirls, but I was like, okay, they've hit the 3rd. They've brought them all back. It does end, obviously, with the huge thing leading into this one, which is everyone has to forget me because you will always be in danger.
But
which is,
to your point, kind of a perfect way to end, where it's like everyone's safe. It's kind of a bittersweet moment, but he is still alive, and he's going to be this new Spider-Man that has a shiny suit, and he's in the winter.
Exactly.
If I remember right, at the end of that movie, he's in the winter time, and I was excited to maybe see a winter Spider-Man.
It'd be interesting what they do with that. I think that was probably like this movie is, I guess, a callback to all of his suits from Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2 or something.
Yeah, probably.
And he actually wore his underwear and okay. So I don't know. I get, 5 years. It's like, I guess if I saw that and I was in 8th grade and then I'm graduating high school, I'm like, he's back. Like that is a whole chunk of my life.
Yeah.
To me, again, nothing's really gone on much between then. So I've just been sitting here twiddling my thumbs. But you'd think at some point someone would say, okay, what does that mean?
Right.
He just forgot MJ. He forgets Brewster, his other friend.
Right.
Puka shell necklace.
Nice.
He forgets Brewster. He forgets MJ. Then what? That's the end of Spider-Man's story?
Well, no. Because we've got a 4th one.
Now, did we know this was going to happen? Yes, eventually. But I thought, with all these other Spider-Man, it's sort of like, hey, man. He's 30 now.
Sure.
They got through 3 of the original Spider-Man. 3rd one doesn't do that well. They're like, we had, 6 in mind or something? We heard about that one too.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what are you talking about?
Right. So they shut it down. They start it over.
They start it over.
They're going to lose the rights if they don't make a Spider-Man. Yeah. All that stuff.
So I just, when did they get the idea to this one? And then when does it become, it's not under Watts' direction. We're bringing in a new director.
Yeah.
It's not, I know it's not up to him.
No.
It's up to Marvel. It's up to Disney.
Yeah.
But then they pick a new person. They take this time off. I think everyone else also is like huge mega stars. The 2 stars of this movie are in so much stuff.
Right.
Back to back, it was like filming the Odyssey into this.
Yeah.
But it seems like they care about the characters too. To me, it feels like you could say, well, Zendaya's doing like a bunch of other stuff, and like when Euphoria is gigantic and there's all these other movies she's doing, and it's like, do I need to do the kids movie?
Right.
So,
I
feel like everyone likes doing it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's because the stories are so good and it's worth exploring.
Yeah.
Because it is coming back into this world which is the big mistake is making everyone forget him to save them.
Right.
Because as we get to in the middle of this film, MJ, whom does not know him no more,
right,
says like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Sort of this like, thank you for doing it for that person, but I have no idea who you are.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I know that. I don't want to hear that. But that's where I'm like, he did mess up, but he didn't. it was the right thing to do.
Right.
They don't want him to do it at the end. I mean, I couldn't believe when that was the end of the third one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. Kind of a huge swing for a simple comic book movie.
And that's like coming out of this wave of like, has he died? You know, the snap has happened.
Right.
Everyone half the world has had this strange experience, and then they think he's dead, but he's back. And now it's like, you're going to forget me. Which doesn't matter to them now because they forgot him.
Right. And it works.
But he has to live with that, which is a huge mistake. But it's like, to me, I just mean like, it's not one you can correct. It's not, I gave this guy the goggles. I need them goggles back.
Right.
It's like, now what do I do?
Yeah. You just try to live. It's the sort of dilemma that Spider-Man and Peter Parker have always had to deal with. It's a beautiful thing.
So right off the bat with this one,
yes,
we can tell we're in New York. They're shooting this in a way that's like, we're back, baby.
Yeah.
Even going to the credits almost to rub it in our faces. Right. That everything is just like shots of New York.
Yeah.
But it does look insane to go from that to like, yeah, this is like this just bustling much. It really shows him where we want to see him, like in the video games and stuff of like, there's so much stuff happening.
Yeah. And yeah, you get the little moments of him interacting with real people, and like he kind of opens with the montage of him watching MJ and
Brewster
from afar on Instagram Reels or whatever the Sony equivalent of Instagram Reels is, because you have to use a Sony flip phone that no one's ever seen before.
Using a Bravia. I think we could say Brewster just to shorten a bit. We could call him Ned.
Yes. And then, you know, he goes to the bodega where his Bureau brand of non-alcoholic beer.
That kind of took me out of it a little. I was like, this soon?
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, oh, brother.
And the shelf is so wild. It's like soy sauce, some like aspirin, some birthday candles, a can of like shaving cream, ice cream that should be in a freezer, and then like 18 packs of every kind of birro.
Yes. A thing that all little corner bodegas have.
Right. That's and it probably cost like $25 a pack for it there.
NA.
Yeah.
Like a thing that no one buys, which I've heard it's good.
We should have got some to try for the episode.
We really should have, but I don't want to spend $25 for a 6-pack.
Luckily, when I go to Target, because no one's buying it, I think they're always like, if you buy, well, because they had,
they're on sale.
What I wanted to get was they had Bureau coffee stout, whatever.
Oh.
It was like a coffee beer.
Sure.
But then the coffee brand, stay with me, did a Bureau bag of coffee. And this is where you get me, where I'm buying the mustard at the store and stuff. Like, I'm just like, what are they doing here? Yeah, I'm reading the packages. I'm being told we have to go.
Right.
But I was like, but it was like, okay, so I'm going to spend like $25-$30 on some like, hey, if you're drinking, drink the stuff. I'm just going to drink all this bread for no reason.
Right.
And I got this beer tasting coffee.
Right.
A bag of it. But for the show, we'll do a second episode if people out there say Bureau in the comments.
Yes.
Like Nero from Little Caesars.
Yes. Which also makes an appearance in this movie. Another product placement that takes you out of it, because Spider-Man's favorite New York pizza shop probably shouldn't be Little Caesars.
Yeah, it's a little funny. It's also like,
but hey, he's a kid. He don't have too much money. So, of course, he's going to buy the $5 pizza, not the $30 New York pizza.
If you go to the goofs on the, if you go to the goofs on the second goof on IMDb is, if like Spider-Man spends so much time fighting crime and doing this full time, how does he have money to buy flowers and pay rent? And
right.
No likes, justifiably.
Yeah.
But I do start to get him of like, is there this celebrity thing taking over where you're just like, I like you, but you're not in reality anymore? If it's like you have to have your beer on the shelf in the front of the screen. Or Then I tried to back off a little because I said I like these movies. Like maybe that's fun for them on set.
I think that's
more some
it.
set dressing, and he's like,
Yeah.
I could bring some beer on,
Yeah,
because he's in character.
right.
Sometimes
I like to think that's more it, where he's like, "Hey, we could put you got like a fake beer thing, right?" And he's like, "Yeah,
and
because
it's also fake beer. It's a kids movie, and also
Yeah.
maybe a lot of people aren't crazy and know that Tom Holland makes beer.
sure, it's just to someone who doesn't know, it's just beer,
Yeah.
which right.
The zero for
Oh,
holy crap.
so yeah, he's visiting Aunt May's tombstone.
Yep, miss you, bud.
He's fighting Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a little montage of him fighting some of his rogues gallery, which is fun to see. Like, yes, this is a Spider-Man who's now spending 4 or 5 years being Spider-Man. He's got the Scorpions and the Electros or whatever the hell, the Shocker and the other guy.
We've missed him sort of dealing with this.
Yes. Well, he's always been like, dealing with either Avengers level threats or like he was in Europe on a field trip for a whole movie. And so it's kind of fun to see that. And just as an audience, we're reintroducing ourselves to Spidey.
And it's what I love most about these films is it's not tied to, and they, had to increasingly find ways to say the Avengers are busy.
Right.
You fighting this guy with a fishbowl head isn't that important to us.
Right.
Even though in other times when in a lesser film,
right,
they're like, can you get like Black Panther and like get everyone else to come in here to help out? These are like, this is what it is. All of these guys are sort of doing this stuff on their own.
Yeah.
And I just like when it's personal and it just becomes about helping his city against a threat where he's the only, there's no Deus ex machina of the aliens coming down with the claw to save them out of the fire pit,
Right. Yes.
The claw.
Oh, yeah. but to that point, he would justifiably come across another New York vigilante, the Punisher.
Yes. Have you been watching the Punisher?
The Netflix show from 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been watching it. But no, he's showed up on the new Daredevil Disney Plus show. I have not been watching that.
I haven't watched either of them.
Yeah. I watched the original run
of Daredevil.
Yes.
Did you watch Punisher?
One season.
You checked in?
Yeah. The first season was good. I think the second season he was like at a little old cowboy town and I was like,
And then it got canceled.
I don't need that. But I like Barenthal's Punisher. I like
Do we like Barenthal?
I think so.
That's what I thought. And then I was getting a little pushback on the...
I know. I just think, just like anyone, you overstay your welcome. You're in too much stuff.
Well,
suddenly we start...
Here's the thing, though. I don't care about watching the Punisher.
Sure.
I kind of like the Thomas Jane. I just don't... It's the whole, like, I'm a big, tough guy. Like,
right.
Wait, if you say something to me, I'll shoot you in the face. How's that sound?
Yeah.
It's like... And then you've got maybe some of the most low IQ people watching it.
Yes.
And we can watch it and go, actually, it's about anti-cop, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. But
Okay.
just saw The Odyssey.
Yes.
Okay, he's kind of doing there is a character that he plays.
Right.
You never, like, he's himself.
Yes.
Maybe not like a leading man thing.
No.
But
you get him to come
he's
in.
not doing a character.
Right.
He's not a character actor.
No.
Then I saw him in this and I loved it.
Yeah. His Punisher is awesome.
That's the thing, as I like this. Again, it's like a tragic, like the Thomas Jane movie and all the comics about like my family.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he's got his mousetrap thing in the in the shipyard.
Yeah.
So I've missed out on some of. I was like, do we know about some of this? Do we know about like when Yelena or whatever shows up? I did not see the Black Widow film. I did not see Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out of it.
Sure.
After they ended the whole thing, I was sort of like, all right, I think.
And I'm done too.
It's just nothing. I haven't seen anything that I'm like, I got to get to a theater. I do want to watch it. I do want to watch Shang-Chi because this movie was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't expect it to be this film, but like I want to see what this guy's done.
It's good. It's a good action movie.
But they say something about, is that Black Widow? And I kind of laughed at the theater. Is she Black Widow now?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a joke to everyone else. I thought it was a joke. Because I think Ned's like, is that Black Widow?
Right.
And she's like, hi.
Yeah.
I was like, huh. He thinks that's Black Widow. Because why would he know?
Right.
But then I see she's listed as Black Widow.
Yeah. She kind of takes the moniker.
So I was like, I feel so stupid.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
And the guy behind me was so disappointed.
Because you laughed.
Someone bought a seat. I went to sit in my seat and I was like, I think this guy's in my seat. It wasn't my seat. It was the one next to my seat. And I tried to get I was like in an area by myself.
Yeah.
So I went on a Sunday. People had been going. It was hard to get tickets.
Yeah.
It's been filled up.
Yeah.
He bought the seat right next to me. For no reason.
Did you hold hands?
I put a seat between us because I don't want none of that.
Yeah.
The guy behind me was loving it. Everything. He was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I love that.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Every time someone got punched, like, oh. Then he'd be so silent, and then something crazy. We'd both be like, oh. Shit.
I was in a packed theater, and it was basically silent the whole time. And I was mad. But the guy next to me, he was laughing and stuff.
Yeah.
So me and him were kind of doing kind of like.
Guy next to me dropped his phone really loud, and he couldn't find it. And then he took out, you won't never believe this, his phone, turned the flashlight on, and started looking around. He's like, where is it? I was like, you dropped your phone.
Sir, you have it in your hand.
Understand. It was a little distracting at first, but
sure.
We had there was a huge moment there was like a group of like 18 people all sitting together. Mm-hmm. And there was one point, it just shocked everyone. I was like, whoa. Okay, they're in it. Okay. But we'll get there. So
okay.
Something happens. He's fighting all the people.
And he's watching MJ and Ned and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens?
Well, he goes to the place.
And he's talking to the new sort of chief of police, mm-hmm. Tina from The Bear.
Yes.
DeWolf, which
Detective
is
DeWolf.
A new character. How do we feel about this new character?
I'm liking DeWolf. She's tough but fair. Right?
Certainly. And she's kind of taking a maternal...
Right. She's got her kids.
And...
she's saying, don't tell me who you are, but,
Yeah, and she's encouraging him to take some time for himself. You can't only be Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. But I do worry that we're setting up someone for us to endanger later on. Because she's got kids.
Certainly,
she's nice.
Certainly. But
I was worried for a little bit that she's not playing for our team necessarily, but you have to keep your eyes open and stuff like this.
That's true.
Everyone's a suspect until they're not, sort of thing,
well,
et cetera.
As we know, luckily the movie introduces Millicek from Severance, playing Millicek from Severance for a nasty corporation like Millicek from Severance. Mm-hmm. So you immediately know that you can't trust him.
Yeah, there was a bit of when the turn happens and it's the same. At least, I don't know, when he's kind of doing something in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
But
I like the guy, don't get me wrong.
No, because he's charismatic as hell.
Yeah.
But when it becomes, he's doing that it's like, well, we did see him do that.
Right.
Like
it's just kind of a weird, but okay. So yes,
so he goes. So it's the Department of Damage Control.
Yes,
the DODC. It's a tank going through the city. Mm-hmm. I think it's the driver. We don't know that the driver has been possessed.
Right.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
And then so he's like, well, this is different because Spider-Man, we learn, can see, quote unquote,
Spider-Man. Yes, he can.
Spider-Man.
He has
that's Millicek.
Yeah, he has a Spidey sense about him, doesn't he?
That something is going on.
He can tell what no one else can tell,
and it jumps out of them. right? It disappears in a way.
Because it's a little old lady driving the tank. He's like,
Yeah.
how the hell?
That's what the guy behind me goes, what the hell? and
a sort of spirit of possession jumps from them to a cop to a this to a that to a that.
Part of that transfer is if Spider-Man is standing in front of them, when that happens, when it exits their body, they will look up and say, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Without fail.
If you were at the bank,
yeah,
and then you woke up and Spider-Man's standing above you and you're in a tank,
you're in a tank that's
like,
turned on its side.
Spider-Man?
Where am I? Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here. So then he's like, what the heck? Right? He's like, it's not his fault or something, right? Where he's trying to figure out, like, this isn't what it appears to seem. It's not all it appears. It's not all it's cracked up to seem, right?
yeah, he says that.
So then he goes to Black Widow, right?
Yes. Now this is
Yelena Belova.
Yes, and she's like, "Come to my small potato."
Did you see that movie?
What?
Black Widow one where they're all doing Russian.
I've seen them all.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I like her. I think she's great. I like the character. This is, of all the sort of like wider MCU insertions, this one felt the most like Kevin Feige was like, put her in it. Because the director has said, like, well, we picked who we want to put in. We picked Hulk for very specific reasons and Punisher for very specific reasons that play with Peter's status in his life, which I think is cool and I think does work pretty well as far as, like, you think it's going to be bloated and over, and I think it probably is 15 minutes too long of a movie, but those things work for me. Those things worked for me, where, like, the Punisher, his whole thing, like he said, is like, this is a sentence for me, kid. You think I'd choose this?
And I just, if someone's doing the, you tried to kill me, I saved your life, I kicked your ass, just they hate each other, but they don't.
Yeah, they love
but
each
like
other.
It's just crazy because he is trying to kill him. Like, he's like, you're getting a little slow, kid. What's the matter? You're getting old, getting good. You go through puberty. Where it's like, if that thing fell on him or crushed this woman that he's trying to save, but it's like so almost cartoony. Where it's like, he knows he'll get out of it, I guess.
Yeah,
but he kind of doesn't care. Where it's like, it is dangerous.
Well, that's the thing with Punisher. That's
wild. He's off his meds or something. But there's still this, like, come on. He's like, Frank.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, figure it out.
It's the bickering sort of, I mean, that's what you want from, like, a buddy cop.
I love it.
And we kind of get that element here.
They're just the odd couple.
Yeah. And I think it works really well. And then, but it's the sort of isolation of Peter deals with a sort of self-inflicted isolation. And Frank's whole thing is, he has to be isolated because he wants to kill everyone because his family was all murdered. And they're sort of on similar paths, but this is the chance for Peter to learn from Frank. You don't want this path.
Right.
And if I could choose not to, I wouldn't, or I would choose not to.
Yeah. Well, because he had a family.
He
wasn't this way.
Right. He was happy until they were murdered.
Right.
Yeah. So he's like, if you have the chance to be with people you love, do it, you know? So Peter needs that. So I like that as the choice for, like, a team up. That's a good character thing. And Hulk, we can get into, I guess, when we meet Hulk, but that's a good choice too because of the sort of inhibitor.
That's a great,
like the keeping your monster hidden, that whole thing.
It's a clever way to bring, instead of just, we need a heavy,
right,
or whatever. It's
we
like,
need,
what does he need?
Yeah.
Who would have that in his world? There's also that added, no one knows who he is anymore.
Right.
Which is fun. Except Frank. Well, he doesn't know. He just knows Spider-Man, like everyone.
Yeah.
Now, yes, and we get her to be in a hot tub.
Now I ain't complaining.
No, I ain't complaining. It ain't no seeing Oppenheimer on the IMAX as the guy behind me is going, what the hell?
We get her in the pool.
But it was a little odd,
And
just
then-
because I'm like, we know she does nudity. So he's like, who can we
Show
get
'em.
that'll take her top off and sit in blue Jello that becomes like completely opaque under like a little centimeter.
But what's also great is we get to see Tom with his hoo-ha's out. And you're like,
I thought we
God.
were going to get some, as the new Wolverine video game will show us, some exposed buttocks.
Me too. But
He
no,
unwraps the thing and I'm like, well, why'd you even have that on?
Yeah, why'd you have a towel on? But I love that he keeps his mask on.
Yeah.
Basically in every scene.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
And it looks, I know it's real, but it looks fake because it looks so good.
Yeah.
It looks like when they draw him with the mask on.
Yeah.
It's just like so fit to his face.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the eyes will do the little
Yeah.
thing where they're changing. I'm just like, I know that's fake.
And in certain, I don't know if it was the whole time, but in certain scenes, the actual white eye is a little transparent
Yeah.
that you can see his eye underneath. You're like, yes.
Yeah. And that had to be someone coming, like when you can see him in there,
Yeah.
they can just get a little like humanity.
Yeah. And how about this? Before the movie came out, there was a trailer that showed
And how about these?
these what?
Don't make me say it.
Where he jumps off at the beginning, and then it's like a close up of his eye in the mask, and the mask is kind of, you know, that scene,
Nuts.
that
Yeah.
shot. And before the movie came out, people were like, how's that camera in his mask? Yeah, like everyone's mad
Shut
about
up.
everything because they're stupid. That looked awesome.
Yeah.
All the swinging stuff looked great. They did like the first person thing, which we've seen before. Like you can't really do swinging in a new way. But this one,
But it felt more
felt-
real. It's
it
like
felt fresh.
there's something kind of, especially with the city, like gritty about it.
Yeah.
And when he really is just like falling through, because they'll always do sort of the graceful thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even if unless he's trying to learn something, but I felt scared. Like there was this scope to everything. I was like,
Yes.
oh yeah, like this is the most fun thing I can think of.
Yeah.
But if you do hit anything, you bug juice. But I did immediately. I was like, I'll be seeing this again in the IMAX once the Odyssey cools off a little bit. I gotta go see it.
But I think Yelena being in this is basically just for, I mean, thematically, she kind of has she lost her family. I don't know. Maybe, kind of.
But what is
her
she?
sister?
What's her? Is she like an intelligence person? Because
She's just like an assassin turned good guy. So that's why I'm like, I think they were like, you have to include her because she's going to be kind of the main Avenger of Doomsday, at least for our Earth stuff, because the Thunderbolts are the new Avengers, whatever. And she's
Yeah.
talking about, this is small potatoes. We only deal with big potatoes. A joke
Right.
from our show, The Poltergeist.
right, tiny tater tots.
Yeah.
Everyone's stealing from us.
It's
the guy
sick.
that did Obsession. Look it up.
The rest.
Look it up. Look up my name and Ghost and Whoopi Goldberg.
So I think that's more of like, can you help? We know Spider-Man always makes a bunch of money. This one's really good. Can we add some to remind people that didn't see Thunderbolts, that didn't see Black Widow? This is the leader of the Avengers, and it's like in a bathhouse. It's not. It's like such a like. We can kind of. We just need to throw these scenes in.
If I really don't need costuming because she's in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Don't even need his suit. I mean,
And then the rest of the time they're on FaceTime.
yeah, she's just in the bathhouse
Yeah.
on the, which was to me like you're like, okay, I do have like memory. I can retain information where I know who she is.
Right.
So if she's in the Avengers movie, I would either say, well, I guess I need to watch one of these other ones if I see that she's the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
Or I would get that. I don't think seeing her do this, if anything, I'm like, if she's doing like some Oracle, because she's like, people have been asking about the VMAX.
Yes.
Someone said something about the VMAX.
Right.
You'll need to go back and ask your friend. Because I don't want to deal with this. He's just too small for me to even handle. I don't even care. Just to let us know, like, you're not, no one's coming to save you.
Right.
Whatever. they got to do it somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was sort of. Then he calls her again, and she's kind of just answering some questions. Where it's like, well, she got a day rate to pop in.
It's exposition, but I feel like Spider-Man could have found this stuff out in a different, more interesting way.
Yeah, and the pop to me of seeing that, I think to everyone, because of maybe just these second movies, it's not like when you see Bruce Banner teaching and everyone was like, the guy behind me was like, what the hell? Everyone's just like, oh my God, look at him. He's like, hey kids, you want to hear about the freaking Avengers again?
Yeah.
You know, like he's just, that's what you want.
Yeah. Well, because it's the world that's lived in. And that's why I like
that we bring in all these other different people. Like we're learning about the DOD, the DODC guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could give me a new person. Maybe he's got a new little buddy that is doing some intelligence work for him.
Or just, Spider-Man has all this tech that's like, I assume, left over from his Tony Stark days, but he's in his little apartment.
Yeah, he's a genius. They're all the kids in this movie are like
yeah, they're all brilliant.
Beyond comprehension of like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, maybe they pushed the Ned stuff till later, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
All that friendship stuff comes up. Sure. But there was in my mind of like, he's doing this tracker app and all this, like maybe that he brings him a little into the fold unknowingly, or just like he finds him because he's a big Spider-Man fan. Mm-hmm. He's like, could you help me get some information?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, they're looking for something called VMAX. I'm like, you were different in the other movies.
I just thought that was the kind of the only cameo thing that I felt like that feels like, well, maybe not the only one, but that feels more like setting something else up. Just as like, because I know not many people saw Thunderbolts. Mm. And if you don't know, I don't know, it's just like a little reminder like, hey, this is the new leader of the Avengers, and she has a good rapport. Like, she's a funny character, and like you immediately are like, oh, I'd like to watch more of her movies. Yeah, and I think, like you're saying, getting some of that information across, it's kind of boring exposition stuff. Yeah, so throw her in a hot tub. Right. But and she's all like, okay, we need someone that can just, I guess, is good at acting pretty easily. Like, she's not given any lines that, for example, you couldn't say. Thank you. And in fact, some of that, going back to small potatoes, big potatoes, I'm like, okay, we get it. It's trying to be a little cute. Yeah, it's a little, but it's whatever. It's a cute runner. But you're like, hey, she's in the movie. Isn't that nice? But they have an Avengers Tower. Like, there's no reason for her to be in a bathhouse, except it's like a quirky thing, and also like, probably easier than. It really is your office. It's probably easier to get that as a location for like a day of reshoots than. What was in the water though? Were you trying to PG-13 juice? There's like, it's like a little bit of, for both of them. I was just seeing what's the. It's supposed to be bath water. I liked when he kicked his little feet up. Because that is what you do when you're in the hot tub. Yeah, they just kind of float it right into the shot. Sorry. Funny. Yeah. So he goes to the Department of Damage Control. Goes back because he's been told, we take the tech because what they're doing is smart. Yes. But it's what they do with it. Sort of setting up this, what the thing you always say about, like, it's not the gun that kills someone. Right. It's the person behind the gun. Right. But we know that this guy is too nice because we've already met a nice lady. Yeah. We've met the new detective. Right. And she's like, could you give my kids a kiss goodnight? And he's like, sure. Yeah. Then you meet this guy who's too cool. Yeah. Who's walking around, perfect ass. Mm-hmm. Hello. You're just like, who's this guy? Chomping on your corn. I do think it is the aspect of the movie that's probably the weakest as far as like the audience knows he's not the good guy. We're using all this for good. Yeah. Like giving him a tour to tell him that. Now I know, is this movie for kids? I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's like when we were talking about Toy Story 5. Yeah. And I was listening to other people talk about it. Sure. And then he said, this wouldn't track to my 5-year-old that Jesse's old owner is now like probably passed away. Sure. From old age or whatever. Like, that doesn't mean anything to them. Sure. That's why these things need to be reiterated. And I go, you're right.
That's why they keep showing us the address or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. With these, it's like they're kind of for everyone.
Well, I think
so.
they are.
Just in a comic booky way, it's like he's going to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
And there's other things that were twisted. I was just like, I fucking love this movie. I was like, but they did it.
Yeah.
They topped. They topped me, Mr. Milchek.
But I think the bigger issue than just that being kind of predictable is Spider-Man, Peter.
Spider-Man.
He should have already learned his lesson about trusting someone.
Spoderman.
Should-
Yes.
Like, shouldn't he? Because he is like, what are you doing with Shocker's
and
Shocker?
some time has passed, like maybe not 5 years or whatever, but it's not real time. But
Yeah.
like he has also been going through other stuff where it's like you'd think he'd come out of that
That's what
a little more hardened, like it would be the Spider-Man No More ripped mask, sort of like
Yes.
sitting in the rain on a gargoyle. Like
I just feel like he's still too trusting.
when I put in the cheat code to put him in the black suit.
Right. Which is why we love Peter Parker. He will always see the good.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to believe in the optimism. But I still just think, like, did his Spidey sense not tingle for that? This guy, they have all of the villains' weapons. And he's like, no, it's for good. I swear. And he's like, okay. I'm American,
Kind of
not
fun.
British.
He was kind of doing a his Brooklyn accent got a little stronger at this point, where I was like he was maybe trying some stuff or forgot. He's like, "What are you doing with that?" I was like, "No, that's not what you're doing." And Department of Damage Control just popped up out of nowhere.
No, they've been throughout.
But not with this guy in charge.
No,
It was
he's
like,
new.
"Hello."
As far as I know, he's new. But
when he's new, it's like so they've always been evil, or he wants to harness something special, right?
yeah,
There's a reason why we're learning about it now.
right.
Why is that? Well, maybe we'll see.
So he asks him about VMAX, and he's like, "Oh, I've never heard of that."
Yeah.
And you're kind of thinking like, you're lying, man.
You're lying.
You obviously know what VMAX is, but also
I've never heard of that.
as a comic book fan, and you know the MCU, and you know what they're lining up for next. You're like, wait, what is VMAX? Like, I don't even.
That's what I was like. Did I miss something? Like,
I can't think of anything that is VMAX. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, what are they setting up? And he genuinely seems to be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's when people start doing that, I'm like, oh, I was frustrated because I'm like, they really don't know. But then I'm like, so what is it?
Yeah.
Now you make me wonder.
Especially later when the character who really wants to know asks him, and he's like, I've never heard of that.
Right.
You're just like, oh my God, he really doesn't. That's awesome, man.
Just in a way of like, if I knew, I would tell you.
Yeah.
I knew,
Yeah.
and wasn't going to tell you, or something.
Yeah,
Like,
because at that point, she's already locked up, and like he has no reason to not tell her because he's going to kill her.
he's like, I keep getting asked about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my God, he really doesn't. But
all that happens, and he leaves there, basically doing what the guy behind me was saying, which is, what the hell? Then he got up to go to the bathroom and almost tripped down the stairs. Someone else came in, looked like they were about to trip, looked at me, stopped at my row and stared at me, holding a bunch of stuff I couldn't see. So I got kind of scared. Then he turned to walk up another step and I think spilled an entire popcorn. There's just so much. I like the movies are pissing me off.
yeah, it's awesome.
I'm just like,
that's like when I went to see the Odyssey. There was like just a group of teenagers sitting next to me on their phones, but that didn't bother me as much as one of the girls kept getting up to go to the bathroom, and she'd come back, and every single time went way past our row. And
you know where you're sitting.
which makes them all laugh.
Yeah.
And like, Amanda. So then she has to come back down. She did it like 4 times, walked past the row. I don't think it was on purpose. I think she's stupid.
Makes me sick.
It's awesome.
Can you imagine not being able to see anything in a superhero movie?
It'd piss me off.
So he now goes back to, and yes, I might be using a little bit of Wikipedia to refresh my memory.
That's okay. It's been a while.
And it won't be when I see it again.
Right.
He's had this thing with Ned and MJ where he's watching them.
Yes.
He runs into Ned buying
Shark bite.
yeah, he's buying shark bite hoo-ha and some tiny kegs of Biro or something.
Which is
I don't know if they're like, it's like whippets. He's buying something that should be illegal.
Do you like Ned as a character?
I don't know.
Yeah. I get that vibe from you.
I like the concept of him.
You don't like the actor.
I don't know. He seems like he's trying to be too cool when they're like he's doing the like sunglasses thing.
I know,
all
but
the
I think that's why it's funny. Because when he walks in and grabs those like he's an adult, and he is now, but he still looks like in your mind he's like a 14-year-old in a trench coat.
Yeah,
like
with
trying
a wig on.
Yeah,
I do like he pans the phone down to show his like facial hair.
Yeah,
just on his chin.
Yeah, and she says, probably one of the funnier jokes. She says, "You look like an assistant coach,"
Yeah,
which made me laugh out loud because it was just so unexpected.
I don't know. Something's rubbing me the wrong way. Of like, just you think you're being funny in this.
Yeah,
or I'm hardened to it.
Yeah,
but then I laugh at everything. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
He seems like
just when I see him on the red carpet.
Yeah,
like you guys are all swagged out. I get it. You're all big hot shots.
I do think that's like the real guy thinks he is cool.
That's the thing.
But as Ned,
he's a good actor.
Him acting like he's cool. Like I don't know if it's a performance, but
he's not like he's doing it in a way that is awkward.
It makes me laugh when he walks in, gets 2 tiny kegs.
What are those?
I think just tiny kegs.
I thought I was like,
but it's a funny thing to buy. Like someone who, speaking as someone who doesn't like never went to parties,
right?
It's like, what do you think you should bring to a party? 2 tiny kegs.
Because you're like, where are the kegs? And he's like, all right. Because then he goes over and they're stacked them. He's like, easy as that. But it's like something's wrong here. It's just such a funny, like, it's a strange joke.
And then the whole like shark bite energy drink thing.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes on too long.
Do not sell them to me. I thought it was going to go on longer, which I would have liked.
Yeah.
If
me too.
He's like, except for right now, if you could just sell me one last one. Yeah. I thought she was like, but you just said not to sell you one. Yeah. And then he's going to try to get out of that.
I just thought it was going to lead somewhere.
Yeah. No, he just drinks it.
Yeah.
He likes it.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm fine with that. Because then we see Peter like just kind of laughing at his old friend.
Yeah. Because he's the same guy.
Yeah.
That's what's like, he's been erased from their minds in a way that they're the same people. Mm-hmm. Like they're roommates now and like still friends. And he's, I guess, always online posting stuff about them, which is odd. Yeah.
But because she kind of says like, who are you doing this for or whatever? Mm-hmm. And they mention a couple, we find out he's looking for Spider-Man and stuff. So that you get the sense that they both have something missing from their life. Like, and we find out her boyfriend isn't as great as he seems when they're macking in front of the Mac Daddy himself.
Well, she's like, well, what else do I have? I guess this is who I should be with.
Right. And her kind of...
She's like, no one's perfect, right?
Her strange macabre edge has been worn down a little bit.
Yeah,
she's not fully her strange MJ self that we've grown to love.
Which I never bought from her.
Right.
Of being like I'm actually quite strange and unusual myself, Beetlegoose. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I freaking love that. Yeah. But then in this one, when she's around him and it sort of comes out and Frank's like, I like this one. Mm-hmm. I was just like, Spider-Man,
you gotta...
What the hell? You gotta do something.
So he follows Ned back to their apartment.
They go to the place.
Goes to the party.
Because he's reading the note at the beginning, we should say.
Right.
Something's going on with me with these movies. I was getting so like, I was like, am I going to cry at some? I'm just sitting in there by myself like,
sure.
I feel emotional.
Right.
It's just she feels.
Hi, I'm Peter Parker.
And I'm just like,
You don't remember me. Yeah.
It's like so much time has passed since the other movie came out 6 months ago to me. But I was just like, yeah, he's got to go in there. She's like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And then he says his name is Maynard, which I loved.
Yeah.
Very funny.
She's like,
That's not a name. And he's just like, okay, well, no, neither of us know you, but you brought us a housewarming gift. Someone in his apartment has the hots for him. Shelve that. I live on your floor.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So something is going on there. Or not.
But is that same girl
No idea. Couldn't
Okay.
figure it out.
'Cause
They used
later-
another blonde lady
yeah,
who has a boyfriend.
it seems.
I thought the point was she's trying to get to know him.
Me too.
And then later, he's wearing her Juicy Couture.
Yeah. Funny.
Funny. I think it was a different person because she seems taller and dressed different. Because
It must be,
I'm
but
just like, I thought we were getting a little like, are we getting our other lady?
Gwen Stacy.
Thank you.
Yeah. And maybe. Or I think it's more just like he's not ready to move on.
Right. But the people that live in it, that see him day to day, obviously see that he's an absolute snackathon.
Yeah, of
right?
course. And then he absolutely wears the living piss out of that tiny tank top and juicy sweatpants.
Yeah. That looked awesome. When they got on, and I'm just like, first of all, you live in New York.
Yeah,
just
that's
you
normal.
even looking at a guy in a black tank top and being like, it's just like, well, he's got the gutters, right?
Yeah.
So
I
why
see-
not show him off?
I see people wearing that outfit in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yeah.
As men.
Mm-hmm. And I usually see them.
In my house is Joey.
Yeah. I see him standing in front of cars and getting hit by cars, and they're kind of out of their mind. But
Right.
then he gets off the juicy butt. Funny, right? Everyone's loving the juicy butt. It's juicy on his butt. I'm
You're
talking
right.
about the scene in the elevator.
Right.
Anyway,
Because we didn't.
because they were her clothes.
Yeah. But we failed to mention he sees the sort of chemistry that we've grown to love from the trio at the party is crackling once more. They're having fun.
Even though they just met, but there's something, right? Because it's this it's this, how does that work? How do you take someone out of someone's mind, right?
Right.
And sort of like she admits later, I do not know you, but they do.
There's a muscle memory, as we find out later. But he sees her kissing her boyfriend, and it makes
Yeah.
it snaps back to reality for him, which, by the way, just as Tom Holland, the man, isn't that weird? Just actors' jobs where you're like,
Yes.
and now you watch your actual wife kiss a man.
Yeah. It feels different when it's like, hey, we're at the premiere or whatever. I
Right.
get it. We're both actors, and she's doing God knows what on that You show,
Yeah,
which is, I think, not as much as other people.
no,
Right?
Because
She's
it's
just
kind
kind
of
of
in her
being MJ.
contract that she- I don't know. I think she like kissed a girl once.
She
or
seems like
something.
depressed in it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
she's
kind
a
of her
drug
thing.
addict or something.
Maybe she gets married. I didn't watch any of it.
No.
But I watched some of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's on set and they're doing it over and over again.
That's where it's
He's just
like,
could you do it a little more like you really you're more into her? And she's like, Tom,
yeah.
stop.
It's like, we're filming this, right?
Like this.
They're like, yeah, of course we're filming it. It's for the movie. He's like, I just want to make sure, okay? Because I'm liking this as one of the main producers on the show.
It's strange, but you know, for these films, you kind of have to deal with
Of
something that's quite
course.
strange and unusual.
And that's acting.
Mm-hmm.
But
here.
it all snaps back to reality for him. She doesn't know
yeah.
who he is. She has a whole other life.
Because he's in this, it's weird for him.
Right. So
And then he's reminded he's living in a dream for the last couple minutes.
right. Yes.
Sad.
I'm
just like, God.
So
damn.
then he jumps out the window and starts swinging
Jesus.
home. Swinging home without the whimsy that we've seen
Yes.
from Spidey. He's just sad. It's raining. He goes home, and now
That's
he's
awesome.
going
I
through
love
some.
that.
You like that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Him
course.
swinging in the rain.
And then he's just,
I'm swinging in the. Oh my God.
from the dance video we've all
Yes.
seen where he does Umbrella.
Oh my
We've
God.
all seen it so many times.
All right, someone cut that together for us. Get that on TikTok. He goes home, sad.
And then
we should have mentioned earlier. Doesn't matter. We don't need to do every beat. But the thing tried to get in his head, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of see, like, we're going to see May. Nope. He pushes it out.
Right. Yes.
It's like, strange. You're the one person in the world that I can't get inside your head.
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
He makes like a cocoon.
He makes like a cocoon in shoes. Yeah.
And that's when he falls out of the apartment.
He falls out because he's been having what I thought was carpal tunnel.
Right.
Because he's like, ow.
Yeah. No, he's going through changes. He's going through puberty.
Yep.
A little dealayed, but that's okay. But we find it's sort of the trauma of
I feel sad.
Seeing, dealing with his reality.
I lost a best friend.
He gets the organic web shooters.
Yes. Why? I don't know.
Well, he's just going through some changes.
But yes.
His eyes get black. He has bad headaches. He's turning more arachnid than man.
And because he knew Spider-Man 2, as he called him. Wait, who? Here's the thing. I never saw the Andrew Garfield ones. So he's got...
No, he has mechanical shooters.
Right. So why do you call
Peter 2?
Yeah, it's just because he met him the second?
I think so, yeah.
Because I was like, am I dumb?
Peter 2 had organic web shooters.
Because Peter 1...
Yeah.
Or my Peter 1.
Right.
Which is what I liked about it. Which is why I always thought the mechanical ones, I was just like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it does seem weird.
He's a spider.
Yeah.
I know that it doesn't make sense in a lot of ways and why they'd come out of there and not his ass. Mm-hmm. But he's got everything.
Yeah.
So why not and then you see the vein, the new one,
and he
kind of oh god, I
squirts it out, and you're like, is that like cum?
Right, and he's sort of like that too.
Yeah, he's like, and then licks it.
Oh Ew!
God. So he's
Who
like,
said that?
Okay, I'm something's happening here. Mm-hmm. Goes to see Hulk.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. If you seek Hulk, you will find him.
And he's like, yeah, I guess in theory you could inhibit certain DNA or whatever.
But he sort of learns he's Rain Man or something. He's just like, who the hell are you? You're not in my class, are you?
Right.
No, sir. My name's Ned.
Mark Ruffalo, I think, instantly makes everything better. Anytime he's in anything.
Because this is a scene from a real movie.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's real. Don't come after me. But it is like, you're the guy that... This is Spider-Man talking.
Okay.
There's something that happened, some crime. He's like, you were on that case. He's like, that was a long time ago, kid. He's like, I guess, but if you dusted for fingerprints, and he's like, what'd you say your name was again?
Right.
Because he's never thought to dust for fingerprints. But it's just like there's a grounded like, I want him dead. He's gonna help him, and I like that he likes Peter.
Yeah. Well, he likes him because he's a smart kid. He wants to. He's up to something, but he can't help it.
That's the thing. He's like a little
But Bruce is saying, "Hey, kid, who decides?" Basically the moral of the thing is who decides which powers get turned off. Who's Bruce Banner, of course, decides for himself, but Peter's talking about a universal sort of shutdown switch, basically.
That sort of triggers Hulk's senses.
Yes.
Hulky's senses. Because he was like, that's not good.
Yeah. So
to mute all the powers of our world, I do this so I do not destroy.
Right.
But do you do it so you do not build? And he's just like, I got to get to class.
He's like, class is the other way, kid.
God, we'd be so good in this. But I love that like he's got his inhibitor on. Then he's like, how do I shut down half this? But then him saying that is funny because it is the moral of the movie. But what is
in a good way? I love it.
Yeah. No, me too.
Yeah,
and it made me smile.
Yeah,
made me giddy with it. But it is like, what? How do you decide? I don't like, because he's becoming like angry. He can't control what's going on.
Yeah,
he can't decipher or make sure that he's not killing people. He's just hurting them.
Right.
What do we do with that, right?
Yeah.
And he can't use he's told you can't use these if you got real ones.
Right.
It's not how it works.
Right. Which is funny.
Just like, well, why not?
Yeah.
It's like, well, because obviously they work the same way.
Yeah. And it
So it's gonna
blows them
blow
off.
them off. Yeah.
And of course, we've also, I can't quite remember where this happens, but we get the Scorpion is going to be broken out of whatever. And we see the little villain guy who switches. I think that's what happens next. So Peter's like, hell, I gotta go do this now. But his damn shooters don't work. Is that right? Doesn't matter. But basically, he's following the It Follows villain that's jumping, and he finds out, it can't
33 feet.
33 feet. It has a range. So,
and also this is like, this is when we talk about the old one sort of having this feeling of isolation, and then us watching for some reason the entire extended cut of the Drew Carey music video.
Yeah.
You say they could never do this again.
Uh-huh.
They're in a city or whatever. They're somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't care at this point.
Right.
But to have all these extras in general, like actual busy streets.
Yes.
This like frustration of being in New York.
Yes.
Having to find this thing and you can't see it other than this little characteristic. So I'm like just thinking about this sweeping shot of the extras that they have where someone's probably like 1, 2, 3, like timing out, and they have to pretend like it just hit them and then go back to normal. Because for them, since they missed that time, it's just this like, I tripped. Or there's like some of them don't even realize, but just the way it goes, like this wave through all these extras.
Awesome.
Into the helicopter. I was like, this is what I want.
And like genuinely scary.
Yes.
Of like, whoa.
And what do you do? Because they're like, we can't let it get in here. It's like, bitch, you could be it. Right, I don't know.
Right,
I thought he could be talking. The DODC guy is the thing at that point. I don't know.
Sure.
They know. They're like, we know kind of where, but somehow it's escaped from there.
Yeah.
So you're like, what is this thing? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Awesome.
So then he ties it up in there. You can't jump, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess he feels a bit safe. Then he goes to find.
Because it has told him, oh, that's right. He's trying his inhibitor and it blasts out, and then just a guy on the street is
this
like,
guy, this guy's great.
Yeah, comes up is like, hey, Spider-Man.
It just felt like a character that would come be like, you okay?
Yeah,
like, sure, but are you sure about that? And you're just like, oh, here we go.
And that's what's awesome about
this guy and all his brain dead apparel. Like they bought all his clothes from one online store.
But it could be anyone. That's what's so cool about it. He's like, I've got your girlfriend or whatever. He's like, that's how it goes.
I like that guy's cool. Just like some like guy in streetwear and stuff. And he's just like, but a thing is, and I'm just like, who is this?
Yeah. The one thing I'll say is he's getting a lot of love, much love on the internet.
Awesome.
Much deserved too. But a lot of different people become the character.
Yes.
And we can spoil it.
Yeah.
Because we've already spoiled half the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm scared to.
Not yet.
Okay. A lot of people become and talk as this character.
What they don't like that it's not the character talking?
No, this is my opinion. The internet's all like, everyone did so great. And I'm kind of being a little turn up now. Because I'm like, is that how she would deliver that line?
I thought about that because, now, was this a surprise to you?
Unfortunately, no.
I was shocked.
That's awesome to hear.
Because I didn't want to know. It's one of those where I'm like,
I didn't want to know. It's just.
Well, then it was funny because I think the day when I came back, I saw a friend of ours who shan't be named posted to their story like me when I become friends with someone, and it's them doing the handshake at the end of the movie. And I was like, you dumb idiot. Probably hasn't seen the movie, doesn't know it's the last shot in the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I saw that, I would have strangled him.
Sure.
Because I'm just waiting. I'm just like, well, now I know, idiot.
Yeah.
Not your fault, idiot.
You're right.
But I
Dumbass.
will be coming after you. But I had no idea that this was. I was like, I went home. I was like, we have to see it again. I was like, you have to come with me, my
Wow.
girlfriend, because I was like, you. She's like, who's the bat? Who is it? And I was like, I can't say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
It's cool.
And then I was like, did other people know this?
I think
I was shocked.
I think a lot of people did know just because we knew that she was cast as someone.
I kind of remember that happening, but I just I didn't tie it necessarily to this. 'Cause
Which
I
you
would
shouldn't.
sort of take the information in and just go, okay. And then I go, oh, that's right.
Right. Which you shouldn't. And unfortunately, I am just a little too online. So I see movie news shit.
I think somehow
she's been spotted in Jean Grey's coat from oh no, I just said it. We were trying to keep it a secret. She's been spotted in a bleep's coat. Anyway.
yeah, Jean Grey is the telepath.
Right.
And
but my point is, would Sadie Sink deliver the lines
Right.
like this as we know her later? And maybe, but I think the person who actually did it the best is John Barenthal, Frank, when they're in the building and he actually puts on like a little female feminine lisp or something, probably in a way that's offensive.
yeah, yeah.
To me, I was like, oh yeah,
No.
like, 'cause
I
he's
was
like,
wondering because,
I don't know, Peter, would you?
but do we set it up in a way that is it set up in a way that when they jump into someone else, they will speak like themselves? I guess you would naturally, like, it would come out as you, but like the one guy, he just like that. The one guy that's talking to him a lot, he just sort of has that thing with his voice.
Yeah.
It's like this, like when Denzel Washington's talking to you.
Sure.
And I'm not doing Denzel Washington's. I'm doing a guy that works at the
No,
deli.
I know.
The schmear guy. I'm doing the schmear guy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, I feel like if they said, hey, make it a little more feminine, maybe that is a problem. Or you start going, well, they're all talking like a little girl.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean that. I just mean I feel like they're kind of all doing a different type of villain monologue, which, to your point, throws you off the scent of who is this? Why are they doing this?
Right. Is she doing that, or is she trying to do that? Or then when it's like she doesn't care, she can kind of play around with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
thought about that too, because I was like, well, what?
And then it kind of, to me, I like it, but then I start to think about it too much where I'm like, well, why is she taunting Spider-Man? Because we know once we find out what she actually wants, it's like, well, you didn't have to do all of that. Why'd you like take over his girlfriend and like make him kiss her on like without consent?
Yeah.
You know, like all this stuff where you're like, what's all that for? For Spider-Man. Spider-Man didn't do anything to you.
Actually, that's a great point. And if I would have read the script before this, we would have not had this problem.
Yeah.
Is it because
he is kind of helping the Department of Damage Control?
right? So in her mind, she's sort of seeing blood. There's also this, I don't know, there's this, which comes in later a little more, but like having her specifically, who is a good actor,
Yeah.
and will be a cool Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Like maybe we'll all grow old together
I think so.
with her as Jean Grey,
Yeah.
or as the whale's daughter.
Sure.
But there is that, like, you are thinking of Stranger Things, and
Yeah.
they have her in a room with the head things on, and
For
then
sure.
they're
It's
like,
very-
do your power.
Yeah.
Do your power. It becomes this like, and we had your sister here, spoiler, who was also a young girl and, died here. Do that.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I am sort of thinking of it all as just like, I don't know, this weird, like, she's so angry, which was sort of the 11 thing to have like become so angry that all the windows blow up and all that stuff.
Right. Which is all stolen from X-Men.
Sure. It's just weird to then the kid is from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's like the Ghostbusters having the guy that dressed up like a Ghostbuster in his TV show be a Ghostbuster and also like not even be a good one.
Right. Crazy, huh?
Like he was better just dressing up for Halloween in the TV show. But I digress. We have to get back to this movie. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I think it is she wants to torment them a bit. She sort of lost the plot, I think, in her own mind. Of like she's seeing red. It's the X-Men.
I'm seeing red. That shock of
Yes,
hair.
Thank you. I feel like they all have this at some point. There's sort of they can't control. Wolverine's got his thing.
Sure.
You've got Cyclops. He's like, if I even take these things off, you're toast. Literally, they'll fry you.
Right.
And then
it doesn't make or break the thing for me. It's just like
the extended tricking him. It is very mean.
It's so malicious towards a guy that to this point has only tried to stop her just because.
And when he tries to say sorry, she's like,
Yeah.
And
then it does to me kind of at the end when he fully is like sacrifices himself for her. It's kind of like, I get it because that's what Spider-Man does, but I don't know. It's just I don't know that I've fully forgiven her yet for like doing all that.
Geez, okay.
If I'm Peter, I mean, not me personally. I don't know, but just a movie.
If you put your like, okay, well,
she took control of the girl he loves and like jumped her off of a building.
Yeah,
knowing that he can save her.
Yeah, she's kind of doing a Frank. She's pulling a Frank.
But I don't know, man. It's like, why are you being so mean to me? I'm Spidey Man.
But so a couple parts to this.
To your point, I also believe that she is just fully enraged and taking it out on someone.
And I think that's why you could say, look, I know like what you would say, which is you have no family. They've killed your sister. You're sort of alone in this world, and we'd probably all be better off without you wreaking havoc for no reason. To her. You're thinking that about her.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
So when the bullet's coming for her, it's sort of this like, waste not, want not sort of thing, right?
Well,
like,
I understand why Punisher would do it.
They take her out. I'm talking about you as Spider-Man. You would just like, it's coming, and you're like, I'm not jumping in front of this thing.
No,
like,
me as Spider-Man.
If she dies, it's an accident. I didn't do it. Frank did it. Waste not, want not. We're all better off for it, right? That's sort of what you're thinking.
Sure.
Now, me as Spider-Man, it sort of is, I make mistakes all the time, and so can you. And I see the anger in you, and I see the rage. In fact, you've had an extended time where you talked to my aunt just as a person, not even in a dream, just kind of talked to her. And then I showed up in my own mind and sat down and said, hey, that was May.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know. And then they have that whole thing. So it's sort of like you're lost like I am. And then I would jump in front of the bullet for Sadie Sink. I think I would.
I would too. I don't as much mind him.
Okay, take it easy.
I don't as much mind him forgiving her and whatever. But I do think like just from a character perspective, what is her angle other than just like it's for the movie that she would go through such lengths to torture Spider-Man. I don't know. It's not like it's not a make or break thing for me. It just once I start thinking about it, I'm like, well, why did she do that?
Here's what I think. I'm of two minds here.
Okay.
One, we cut back, we see her sister. She's putting her hair and you instantly, you're like, the color. Her identity is gonna be tied to her sister's death as hair tie, which I thought was great.
Yeah, same.
They show it enough where you go, I know, but they also don't say like, hey, those are great colors together, or like you look really good in that when you're older, and like some guy draws you sort of in this way that is maybe problematic all the time. But it would be great. Maybe wear a tan jacket over it. You've got this shock of hair. you're floating or whatever you're doing. I don't want to, whatever.
Oh.
Wolverine's 4'2". He's like, I love you. She's like, ugh,
Yeah.
whatever's going on there. But she says, can you jump into a bunch of more than one person? Maybe eventually, whatever. We see that she does because she's so powerful. She turns everyone into a cube. Mm-hmm. Can she sort of, and I forget why exactly he thinks she can only jump 33 feet because that's the ratio or whatever is going on.
Yeah, his AI did the math or whatever.
But that's not true, right? Because then it's obviously not true because it's in his girlfriend, his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because he traps him there. So traps her, doesn't work. And she's like, so I'm like, is this a part of she can be doing multiple things at once? Like she's trying to get information on that, but at the same time, she can be distracting him.
Right.
And at first she's like, stop trying to figure out where I am and who I am and what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I know who you are and I know who this person is. Yeah. So I feel like she thinks that'll get him to back off, but he doesn't. So then it's like, all right, I'm going to give you this time and almost show you like it doesn't matter. Like I can be her, right? And I can kill her from the inside. Leave me alone. Yeah. I think that's why. Now, of course, is it odd to do the kissing thing? Maybe, but I don't know. She's having some fun with it. And
fair enough.
What happens is he pulls the mask off. You get this iconic, the half mask shot of the MJ kiss. Yes. Right. And he looks somehow exactly like the comic book. Yeah. I'm not sure how. It's so chiseled. She kisses him and then she goes, Peter, Peter. Mm-hmm. There's like 15 girls sitting behind me and they all, they're like, oh my God, it worked. Like we're all like,
true love's kiss.
You're sort of, and I bought it for a second and I go, wow, it worked.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, wait, no. And then when she's like, she does that and she changes, it was nuts. I loved it. They weren't throwing stuff, but people were like, oh my God. It's just everyone. And the guy behind me was like, what the hell? But it's just, you could feel because everyone was like, because you felt so nice for,
right?
You felt nice for him.
What a relief. Everything he wanted.
But then she's like, you thought that would work, you dumb idiot.
Yeah. And she's talking to you, the audience.
I know, because I bought into it.
Yeah.
You, of course, you were.
Well,
she kisses him.
I was hoping that it didn't work because it would be such an easy cop out for the movie.
That's the thing, that love conquers all. Also, she has a boy. It's a little problematic.
I don't care about that stuff, but
no, he's whatever. Jerk him and throw him in the trash.
Well, that's always in the comics. She's always like with someone else, but they always end up back together, and he's with someone else.
But of course, Spider-Man being the absolute, I mean, just what would you say? I mean, just this ultimate. He's just such a. I mean, what would you even say about Spider-Man? Is that he's such an ally for for feminism and for sort of the idea of what are the promises we make and monogamy. He says, by the way, she kissed me as you and I didn't know, and I'm very sorry. Right. And she's kind of like, damn, I wish I was there to remember that. Yeah. But I was like, that is nice. You didn't have to do that.
That's what
I forgot about. I mean, not in a way, but I was like, well, she wasn't him.
Right.
But he's like, hey.
I love that moment. And I love, so this whole scene where he thinks he saved MJ.
That's awesome.
Takes her to the roof and whatever. And yes, she pulls the trick on him. It's actually Jean Grey. And she says, go ahead, touch her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do it. And that's when it sinks into you. And you're like, oh,
I picked the popcorn back up. I'm going in.
And then, he's...
So then
But not only that, she's like...
Hey,
I'm in her head. There's nothing of you in here.
Because there's this thought of like, how long has she been in her though? Because he goes to the apartment and he's like, right. You have to trust me, you're in trouble. And she's like, okay. So, like, is that MJ trusting him?
Right.
Is that her playing this sort of course she'd be, but she goes with him so easily.
Right.
Right. How long has she been waiting?
Right. Because at the beginning, when he's reading his note, he mentioned something like, I know that you can trust me because you've always been able to tell when I'm lying or whatever the hell. He says something about like, I know you'll trust me. So when he does show up to the apartment and he's like, just trust me, okay? And she's like, okay.
And then
You're
she,
like,
yeah,
it's working. It's working.
And then she brings up in a way that I was like, she's like, you've been there at these times to save us.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, you have.
Yeah.
But then when she's like, there's nothing of you in here.
Yeah.
Like, is there not? Like, there's something in there other than she just knows that she's been saved by Spider-Man.
That's it.
But she's like, she's telling the truth. Because later when they go to Frank's, right? Because he's like, well, we got to keep you safe.
Yeah.
Which is in this guy's tugboat. Mm-hmm. So they go to the tugboat, which...
It's not a tugboat, man.
You like chili? I made chili. We're having chili. Don't touch the chili.
Don't eat that chili.
And he even says, don't touch the chili. And then she's eating it.
I mean, this is fun.
This is the found family you want.
Yeah.
I love the little booby traps. I love that he's on the boat. I love he's got his robe on. She's, of course, doing her thing of like, just asking about the photos, which is going to set Frank off. Baby, you don't ask me questions. You do. And it just that they still do hate each other. He's like, Frank, please. And he doesn't want to, but he does.
Yeah. Well, Spidey brings out the best in everyone.
And they have that he doesn't really understand that she doesn't remember him, but it's that of like, why won't you say, like, you obviously care about this girl. Mm-hmm. My family's gone. Yeah. I don't get that anymore. Yeah. You need to do that. You're trying to eat chili with the mask on. He's like, you don't understand. He's like, you don't understand. So then he's got to go. And then what? We discover freaking what's her face?
I think, at this point, Yelena, he talks to her about, and they reveal Jean Grey. Was it an interesting reveal to you that it was just like kind of on a computer screen? And like, he's like, it's someone named Jean Grey. Yeah.
I mean, just seeing the name, because you see it first, and I was just like, no way. Because I couldn't figure out, because I was like, okay, is it Scorpion? Like, I don't care.
Right.
But I just couldn't, and it's like, well, what's jumping? I was like, I haven't.
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah. Who is this from the Spideyverse?
Right.
It's Jean Grey, because they got the rights.
Yeah. And we know, like,
that's it. He's like, someone called Jean Grey. We don't know. And then you're learning, it's a kid. Like, we're coming into whatever. I don't know where everything's at with this, but we're sort of building in this little, and just her as a person, not with this idea of the X-Men attached to it.
Right. No, this is just a young, special person. They don't say mutant.
No.
They don't mention any of that stuff.
That's not in their vocabulary.
Not yet.
Because we've got superheroes. Yeah. We know
people
this
are
thing
different.
Can happen.
Yeah. But I thought it was kind of cool because you expect it, because why would they be like, oh, Jean Grey, but a lesser movie would do a big like music swell,
right?
And like, oh my god,
or it's like they're decoding it and it comes up.
Yeah, but no, it's just like, oh yeah, she's like an orphan named Jean Grey.
Yeah,
it means nothing to him.
Yeah, then they're like, what? So what now? What is this?
But I like that.
I thought it was,
and great. It just kind of happens like out of nowhere to an audience, if you don't know that it's coming at some point.
I just laughed.
What?
I said they did it.
Yeah.
They've made, well, we'll say later, but so basically, Jean Grey, when Jean attacks the DODC again, and this time in person, possessed by Hulk, basically brings Hulk, because it's like, hey, guess what? I know about your little nasty friend. Mm-hmm. I cracked his thing off.
Yep. So
he's in there tossing him around. The guy behind me, I should have sat next to him. We were having so much fun. Oh, because it is like, I know he's strong, but when the Hulk is taking your face and just smashing it through buildings, I'm like, well, his head doesn't pop.
Well, and what's interesting is we start with sort of smart Hulk, where he can talk, and it's like half Bruce, half Hulk or whatever, But she's controlling him. Mm-hmm. And they're like, come on, Peter, whatever. And Hulk has gray hair now because Mark Ruffalo has gray hair. And you're just like, it's awesome. But then they break the thing.
Clothes are a little bigger.
And he gets
huge with his big pants.
You're like,
yeah, I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah.
But he's like, he's doing the thing, which I don't know if I'll get tired of it. Probably not, where he's just like, get out of here. Yeah. Because he hates it.
Yeah.
You're just like, God, poor guy.
Yeah. You just feel bad for the.
So they do that. They've got the shot of like, and Frank's going under them, sliding under them, and they're over him, like just making comic book covers.
Yeah, it's awesome. Frank's like yelling the whole time.
They're not doing anything.
Yeah. I was laughing that whole time because, he's doing his like war yell and it's having no effect at all. But then they're still having like, he's like, you're just trying to get out of fighting the Hulk, right? And he's like, yeah.
They're doing that. He needs someone to banter with.
That's what's great because
he can shoot it off to the bad guy, be like, bad lunch day,
right?
And then he throws a lunch tray at his head or whatever. But like,
you should write Spider-Man.
Thank you. Wow.
But it is the best Spider-Man comics when you're reading some other comic, you're like, this sucks. But then Spider-Man shows up and he's like doing his thing, right? Like, instantly better.
Yeah.
That is the team up aspect, but it works on a thematic level and a just like, this is pure comic pulp fun. I love seeing this shit.
And it's, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But here's the thing. Hulk's his friend.
Yeah.
Frank doesn't care.
Right.
Frank's his enemy.
Frank wants to kill Hulk.
He would kill him. He'd shoot him in the head 1,000,000 times until he's dead.
Yeah.
But it kind of doesn't, he knows it's not going to, he's just like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
For like, almost like it's not going to do anything. You're making him angrier.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like three guys that shouldn't be fighting kind of coming together to fight one of them. And then he's got to do he does the building thing where he's wrapping his web around everything.
Awesome.
To pin him to the building to try to get this thing off of him or put it on him because obviously a bullet doesn't go through it.
Right.
He's trying to pin this thing on him. Then he rips all of it. And so he's got all these chunks of building.
Yeah.
And he's climbing back up. And
yeah, it's cool. And then he's beating the living hell out of Spider-Man. And finally he's like, hey, it's me, your friend.
Please.
But what's interesting is I think the movie's trying to tell us is like Hulk remembers Peter.
Well, he's a primitive Neanderthal. He's got this.
Well, like
he's been on Planet Hulk for 18 years. He's sort of.
Yeah. The spell the spell worked on Bruce, but it didn't work on Hulk, right?
And there's some sort of appealing to, I know it's impossible in our daily world now, but appealing to reason.
Yeah.
Which we kind of maybe gets into at the end of the movie.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, who is he? By talking to Hulk, can he bring him down enough that will Bruce remember that?
Right.
Or it's enough where it's like he can maybe access like that with his inhibitor. There's sort of an in between where maybe he can find that information again. Mm-hmm. He's like, please, I'm your friend. There's something in that dull monster head of his.
Yeah.
Just enough to
right.
Stick the thing on him. Or no, but then he falls in the street and explodes.
Falls in the street.
Yep.
And then he is just sadly
suck.
Carted away.
Yeah.
As Ned says, oh, that's sad. It's a funny thing to say.
I know. It's like...
I mean, it is.
At the
sad.
end of the craziest...
Oh, that's sad.
He's got like watching Star Wars and stuff.
Yeah. But Spider-Man... Meanwhile, Jean Grey has taken over Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Frank's blowing up the thing to get Millicek, thinking they're getting VMAX behind this safe. Frank's shooting the people, and like, again, Jean Grey's controlling him, just absolutely destroying these people. Maybe they're not dead, but it's just. And by the way, Jean Grey in the comics, she'll become a terrible, like she becomes the Phoenix and she does terrible things, and that's kind of the fun of X-Men is like sometimes Cyclops is the bad guy, and like Wolverine will murder a bunch of people.
Yeah,
and
there's
like
a lot of murder. They're groaning. in this. Some of them they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I got shot because the guy's got a big blow dart, so he can't kill.
There's a lot of discourse of like, I think
She doesn't care. They killed
yes,
her sister.
They killed her sister.
She has no family.
Right.
She doesn't care. She's trapped.
I've just seen some people be like, how am I going to root for Jean Grey in X-Men when I've seen her control people's minds? It's like, that's not what I'm from a character perspective.
See what you're reading all the time?
Why is she torturing Spider-Man? I understand why she wants to kill all these people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go for it.
And in the same way where they, like with the old Superman movie, where then he finally broke someone's neck all of a sudden, you're like, okay. Then everyone's mad about it, and everyone else has to be like, well, actually, whatever. They don't, when Spider-Man gets mad, there's no like, I killed someone.
Right.
Like he just bonks him on the head harder. Like there's this level of who are these people fundamentally? Because as we learn, you could be both of those things. It's your control over what those things are. Hmm. We don't need that. Like, that's why you watch all this stuff. That's just not understanding X-Men is just pissing me off.
Right.
But they are doing stuff for it. That's why they're fighting each other all the time.
Right.
They have different moral compasses.
Right.
One of them was in the Holocaust and still is bad. Like he takes away lessons from it about humanity that are valid, but in a way we don't agree with. People treat them all terribly.
Spider-Man puts the inhibitor on Jean Grey, takes her powers away, saves Millicek. But her final word to Spider-Man is Sarah. He's like, what the heck? Well, anyway, all in a day's work, boys.
Hey, by the way, she mentioned Sarah. He's like, oh, that little girl. When she was in my mind, she saw something she shouldn't have. I'm sure as hell.
An old coworker I was close with.
Sure.
That's the best you can come up with, old boy. But for Peter, that's all he needs.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goes back to the tugboat. MJ reads the letter. She's like, did you leave this out for me to find? What the hell, dude? And which is kind of, it's like, again, another thing from a movie that's like not treating its audience like the idiots that they are. Where it's like, Peter has been having this letter out in the open, trying to decide if he gives it to her or not. But it is implying this sort of like, he doesn't want to be the one to do it, but he would love for her to find it. And she does. And it's devastating for him.
And when he says,
which is why he's scared. Yeah.
I believe he's like, no.
Yeah. But even
I wasn't hiding it.
Right. So she's, like we talked about earlier, I don't know you.
But I think that's the best. Like if he gave that to her in person, wouldn't you be like, you are a psychopath. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But for her to find it, and he's like, no, like I wasn't even sure I wanted you to ever see it.
Right.
Then she believes it.
And by the way, we had that scene a little bit earlier where he's working on the inhibitor and they're talking through the screen.
Yes, mama.
Good scene.
Yep.
I really like all the MJ Peter stuff.
Yeah. Just makes you, he's kind of razzing on her boyfriend. He's got his mask off. She trusts that she'll not be looking. Right. And you want her to see. That's the thing. She comes over and you're like, hurry. Putting his mask on. And then, of course, she being, again, superhuman intelligence or whatever, she's like, well, it's overheating because of the magnetics of your suit behind your neck, but you didn't account for your eyes being thin or something. He's like, you're right.
MJ, you're a genius.
But then he just puts it on and I don't know. He doesn't type anything else in. He's just like, I think you're right.
Oh, no, he doesn't type.
I don't think so. Then he's just like, okay, let's try it. It's like, I wonder how that works.
That feels better.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yes, because she's like, well, before I was going to graduate from MIT, an undergrad from MIT in whatever my field is now, before that, I was going to be in DNA or something. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
So you know how this thing that he invented works?
And I'm in the MICKEYMOUSE Mickey Mouse.
But I don't care about that stuff.
Mickey Mouse.
That's comic book
Club.
movie stuff. I don't care.
It's just funny that they're all smart.
Genius, yeah. So anyway, she's like, well, I can't be with you. I don't even know you. But by the way, could I get a ride?
Yeah, still doing that. Because she feels bad. Because it's just, and he's just like, you see him have to kind of finally, I guess, really.
Yeah.
It's just like hear it from her. She's like, I'm very happy that you did that for that girl.
Right.
But I have no idea of any, like, I'm not that person.
Yeah.
That's a different person.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know.
Yeah.
He's just like, his face is melting off his body.
Yeah. Great.
But she needs to get home. And then guess what? Guess who's there? Eddie.
How the hell are you?
You're Spider-Man, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Spider-Man's in our vicinity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up.
It's funny how long he talks about it.
And the
Yeah.
longer he talks that he's right there.
Yeah,
You don't see him, but you're like,
funny.
just show us.
Good stuff, man.
They get to hang out.
They hang out, and that's kind of the best scene of the movie. They're playing Legos, and she's drawing a picture of them
without his suit on.
She's now seen his face because when they're talking about the letter, she says, I think I should talk to Peter Parker if I'm going to be having this conversation. He obliges. She has no recognition of the man except that he is Maynard from the party. So they're hanging out, and then he has to leave because Yelena calls and says something. Oh, it was like, Sarah's her sister. And he's like, oh, God. All she was doing was trying to save her sister, and I
fucked up.
Yeah. I got to go. And she's like, be careful, Peter, or something like that. So Ned hears that his name's Spider-Man's name is Peter?
When they all say bye to her, she's like, hey. So I thought she'd be more upset that there's like people there. They don't care. It's fun.
Yeah.
Bye. Is that Black Widow?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he hears Peter. And then wasn't he, like, at some point, MJ, he asks her, should I tell him or something? Like,
right. Yes.
She's like, I think he can handle it.
Yeah.
But he hasn't done that.
No.
Because he doesn't have time.
Right.
We'll see. He knows his name is Peter.
He knows
because she says bye, Peter, or whatever.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's name is Peter.
It's funny. And in that scene when Ned goes to get their DoorDash or whatever, and Spider-Man's like, man, I've missed you guys. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. You're just like, that's just sad.
It's
man.
Him sitting there
in his full suit
playing with Legos.
Yeah. Because he is still like on the cusp of kid to man, and like this is like such a kid moment.
And he's missed time with them.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is what we would have done.
Yeah.
5 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah. And it works so well.
That's why then when she hands him the photo, I'm just like, am I gonna?
Yeah.
Looking at the guy next to me, still looking for his phone with his phone. I'm trying to cry. They have to leave, okay? He's got to go. He's got to go get her. But, of course, now we've sort of...
Is this when we get the flashback, I think?
I believe so.
And then...
Oh, wait. No, it's... Yeah, so he hears the name Sarah. She can't remember anything about being possessed. Parker realizes Metzger lied to him.
Oh, that's right.
Because she goes, it was like this.
Yes.
It was an instant.
That's right.
I was just here, and then I was there, and he goes, well, this mofo said... He didn't say Jack like that.
Yeah.
He said he remembered what he was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's not right. That's when then they get the Sarah.
Yeah.
Of like, by the way, it's her sister. Then I believe we've had... At some point in there, we get the flashback.
Yes. Because then she wakes up in the sort of Stranger Things room.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of a la Magneto's little glass prison. It's just the room with the plastic room inside of the room. And she's
the room in the plastic room.
She sees the little hair tie of her sister on the thing. And she's like, you know, what are you doing to me? And he's like, your sister helped me build this room. we're going to test your power stuff. And she's like, what is VMAX? He's like, I honestly have no idea.
And then they've been experimenting on her for a long time. So she finds herself in the same position her sister did as she was dying, which is seeing the vent sticker. Yeah. Vent Max. The faded. I was just like, this is awesome. Yeah. I mean, you feel so bad for her. Yeah. Because you realize she didn't know where she was when she was dying. Right. She can't read that thing that high up. Yeah. All she sees is VMAX. Hopefully this can save me.
Sticker's off. So
it's flapping around and the middle part's kind of faded and like crinkled off. Yeah. Someone seeing that and like you see that little sticker in real life and you go, that's like a code someone wouldn't understand. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. It's awesome. But you feel so like she couldn't get out of there. Yep. All she could do is give them information that is useless. Yeah. Hoping it does something. And then she just sees it and is like, she doesn't start. It's just like, this is all for naught, sort of, like this is what these people want from us. The way her sister was trying to protect her from. When we see them in the park, when there's always that flashback, you're the best sister in the world. Mm-hmm. Nothing could ever come between us. Let me get you some ice cream. How much? All of it. You got it, big sis. Then like 15 armed men come out, which reminded me of Ice. So much of this reminded me of Ice. So much of this reminded me of like that too, which is why there's bad people in the government in this movie. Hello. But with all this, him needing to relearn stuff about, what he's doing and sort of bringing us back to a Spider-Man who knows MJ, but can't really talk to her in that way. Right. It's taking me back to the first Raimi one and all the stuff I like about this. And this flashback is reminding me of the first X-Men, which is a perfect film. Yes. Of like when Rogue is like, they're just trying to like hook up with a guy. Yeah. And just touching him like kills it. Like, it's so scary. And then it's just like, first of all, you're kids. You're like, what are they doing? They're trying to have sex, so they shouldn't be. And of course, for the sin of that, right, of finally being with this guy she likes that they've been flirting or whatever, like kills him basically. Yeah. And they're like, you're a freak. Just all that. I was like, God, this is, it's just so good. Like that, them finding out about these powers, that they all have different things that are like such a hindrance to them. Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah. And she's trying to learn it from her. Like, we both have this thing. Yeah.
And then her sister controls her to walk away from the situation to save her because she'd be taken in. Cool.
Saves her life. And for that, she will wear her colors.
That's right.
For eternity.
So then she goes full 11 on their asses, right?
She blows up. There's this cube of sort of an oil slick around everyone.
Everyone freezes.
That's all. Like, that's what, like, all these extras they have for this stuff. Yeah. The camera going through everyone. Then Frank pulls up and he sees the sort of shimmer. He's like, what the hell? Yeah. Spider-Man, you got to get down here. Spider-Man. Dude, he's on Rikers or something. Yeah. She's in the cube. Everyone in there is frozen. She's dragging Mr. in there, which he doesn't even deserve to have a name anymore.
No. So we call him Mr.
And there's glass she's got pointed at him.
And I even looked because I was like, can't Spider-Man like grab him from the back or the side? It's all around him.
You thought he was going to like choo choo and like grab all the glass.
No, I didn't think that. She's going to kill him. And by the way, would that be so bad?
No, he could let her do it and then save her.
I think so.
Like that happens. And then if that happened, first of all, I guess it can't because they're like, what if we could get this guy back in another movie? And you're kind of like, yeah, also it is true. Like fun to watch him do whatever he's doing.
Yeah, he's a cool actor.
He's doing the same thing, but I'm just like, but if Frank, it's just funny. Like we see him start zooming in and you're like, there's no effing way. Like he's so far away. Yeah. But then by the time I guess he takes the shot, he's like right on them and you can see that Spider-Man gets shot because he's got this humongous sniper rifle.
He's like, oh.
But I'm like, what if you saw through his vision, like all the glass just, you hear Peter's like, no. It's like, shh. and he just collapses,
That'd be cool.
just covered in blood. That's when he's like, because he's still he's like, what the hell's going on in there?
Right.
He doesn't know.
No.
He doesn't know he's bad. So then he takes her into his mind instead, right? Or she finally gets into his mind.
May we back up very briefly?
Because he says, try to.
Because we're forgetting that Spidey has to fight the hand.
Will you fight the hand that feeds?
Some of the best Spider-Man fighting. To even get in the building, he has to fight
By the
guards.
way, where are the hand from?
Daredevil.
Okay.
I mean, in the comics.
I
think they're on the show too.
Sometimes when they show,
right,
they're just walking through doing the rogues thing, and he's like, that's the hand. They work for us now. Turns out they're just like you, kids lost who needed a purpose.
Right.
But they're still bad. But I was like, okay. I guess that's all we need to know.
Yeah.
Is that, which is kind of what I like. I like that, but the problem is there's been so much world building over like 15 years.
Yeah.
Where I go, what thing on Disney didn't I watch? Or they were in he did Shang-Chi. They were in that movie somewhere. Or they're like, you know what I mean? There's, whereas I could just take the information as like, you know, those guys that you fought before.
Right.
They're with us.
I think that's
and
fine.
Now they are really with them and they keep showing up. There's like 100 of them.
Yeah.
And they're doing the like running up each other. What about this? One jumps, then that guy jumps, he jumps on him, and then another one, it's like forming a staircase, and the last person is so tall.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
But even Spider-Man likes it.
Yeah.
So cool. He can't believe it.
He can't help it. But it's at this point that he fought the guard. I like that fight outside before even getting in with the guards, where he's using all the Spidey. It's like the game where you are using the webs and you're kicking and punching in a way that we haven't really seen before.
As you like level up, because then he comes down. He's like doing the spinning thing to catch everyone.
Yeah.
But you do get like you said, the hand like with the Hulk stuff. You go, okay, this is all CGI or whatever.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
But this is real martial arts, guys fighting each other.
Someone's in there.
Yeah. And then you get in the hand, and he's got his inhibitor.
We're just all stunt people, probably.
Yeah.
Like doing it, which is cool.
Yeah.
He's trying to get it to her, and they're blocking the door. They're all over.
And they have guns that disintegrate his mechanical web shooters.
Yeah.
And they're like, not so cool when they know about your little secret and make a weapon against it or whatever.
And he's like, because it like disintegrates them like back to his wrists.
Yeah, cool. And he's fighting them. They're beating the piss out of him. And they're like, you have to decide, are you Spider-Man or Peter Parker? And he's like, I'm both.
Well, because then he's beat up to the point. I had this Spider-Man toy when I was a kid. May I? Mm-hmm. Half his mask is ripped off, and it's like an action figure. So it's just like half is kind of painted, and then half has his mask on it.
Yeah.
But he also had a robot arm and leg.
I had that too.
It was and I was just like, what happened to him? Because that's the Spider-Man where I'm like, he's mad.
He's mad.
What this tragic figure?
Yeah,
it's like this like silvery blue arm and leg, and I was like, what happened to him? And I think it was like, oh, that's Spider-Man 3000, of course, or whatever.
Right.
But it's like that where you get the rips in the suit where you're kind of seeing a little bit,
right?
And then he starts choking, and it's because he has his mask on. He's choking on his own blood,
right?
So he has to pull it up to just spit out a bunch of blood.
Yeah.
And then he takes off in front of all of them, and he's like, that doesn't matter. He's to that point, and then you're like,
yeah,
like you said, he can do both. Get you a Peter that can do both.
And does he break his inhibitor off? I think
he pulls it off. It's because then it disintegrates. It's something. It gets crunched.
I think
he crunches it.
Yeah, I think it's his choice, right? To like, no, I'm gonna be,
because then his eyes become all black again, the Scalara lenses, and then
he goes absolute
they go
ham.
back though. Like
right.
I think it's like he gets what he needs.
Yeah,
and sort of loads between the two worlds.
Yeah,
and then he forms the two like web bombs that just clog the things and blow them backwards like Elmer Fudd coming after Daffy.
And they're running on the walls and shit, and then the awesome shot where he like jumps on the ceiling and they're upside down, but and
then the camera turns.
And you're like, yes,
I know.
Finally, someone's doing it.
Do something about the fact that he can crawl on everything.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's why you bring some new blood in. You go, well, okay, what have we gotten out of this? A great trilogy.
Yeah.
But someone else has some ideas probably.
Yeah, with like a martial arts background that can do a visual style that is like new and fresh. I
can't just stress enough how bad the new Star Wars films are. That you can't have that like, I want to do a Spider-Man. Where it's, to me, I'm just like, what would I even do? Because there's just like, you can literally do anything from 50,000 comic books.
Right.
You could do something new.
Right.
You can bring in you can do a bit of everything.
A touch of all.
A little bit of everything in the Spider-Man. And so to just come in and go, but it's going to work with everything else and be faithful and do some new stuff. And he's going to be doing some weird stuff with his webs where he just captures all in this big old web.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And Ned trying to figure out what it's made of. The one that he made, though.
Yeah.
Kevlar. He's like, I don't know. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
I like that because I'm like, yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
So he gets up there, clonks those two coconuts on the head or something.
Well, and I also like the detail of like, because in one of the trailers, they show when he is jumping down in the hand and he's like spraying his little shit all over them and they all get caught in the web. But you don't really see what he's doing in the trailer. So you're like, how's he spraying it like all over? But in them, you see that he's like putting them together so they have a wide spray action.
I don't like to think about how it feels or works.
But it's so smart.
It's smart, and it's like a new thing that he has sort of figured out how to control how much comes out as opposed to his homemade ones.
Yeah. Awesome. So then he gets in and he sees Jean
Glass
Grey.
frozen, don't do it. Why not?
Into May Parker's.
Get me, May. You're special. I love that you're special. Which is fine. It feels a little too generic for me. Where I'm like, she's usually good at acting. Something's going on here.
I felt
where
that
it felt
too.
like no one knew what she's supposed to say because she was like. Also, I think it's someone's chair was noisy. And I was just like a little distracted, but they kept doing shit. I was just like, I'm trying to watch. I was like, is everyone restless or what? But she's like, you're so special. And I just wanted to tell you how special you are. And I'm like, she never said this to Peter. Just because it's not a thing you say. Not that she didn't feel that way. I mean, in that, like, she didn't say this.
Right.
But then I'm like, well, she's not talking to him because then she's like, your beautiful long red hair. And she's like, well, I'm going to head out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get going. And then he comes in like a sweatsuit.
Yeah.
It's like, so you see, which I know is to say like your family, like there are people that care about you.
Yeah.
Just not the ones, they're not here.
Yeah.
But there are people.
Yeah.
Or you had people that cared about you and don't do this with it. Because I had that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, it's not like a dream. It's just, I don't understand. Is it just that she's in her head or she's in his head the way you can just like make up a conversation with someone in your own head?
Well,
like she has an idea of her.
I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but that scene is like supposedly right after May discovers that he's Spider-Man. So that is...
Sorry, I feel sick.
Canonically, that is the conversation she had with him when she found out he was Spider-Man, which...
But was she trying not to...
To your point...
Say? Because she found out, so I don't remember. Does she...
I don't remember either. That's just what I said.
It just feels like she's saying nothing in particular.
Right. I think that is sort of probably the most disappointing scene of the movie because I was primed to be crying a little bit. It's like,
well, you heard me. I was the whole movie. So then I get to this and I'm just like,
yeah,
they brought her back to do like, because that's always it's always hard when it's like show her grave. We like they killed her, which is we know probably going to happen. But you go maybe not in this version of like like the Marvel films,
right?
Like his uncle, you know,
Uncle
what
Ben's
they do.
dead, but yeah,
They take her, and it's like very sad. So just having her be gone is a statement. So then to be able to be like, well, if we go into his memory, we can bring her back, and to not use it to be like, saying it specifically, just written in a better way where it's like it's for him, but it's directly to her.
That's
you feel like she understands why she's on set.
Yeah,
because it kind of felt like
didn't feel like
she went to the dentist,
fully believed
there
in the thing. Yeah,
you're special. Just to this little, she's like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, and I think that is kind of part of it too, where like when she's acting opposite Tom Holland, you have the built-in sort of like, I could cry just thinking about it, but then it switches to Sadie Sink, who's a good actor, and like, but we've never seen these two people together, so it's kind of like, well,
which is why I was like, why not just, can't she be in his mind? I know that it's sort of, she has to be him, because always like when they're in his mind, why is she seeing him sitting there?
Yeah,
because it would be from his point of view.
Yeah,
but we're seeing her literally sitting there, and then he walks in, where I'm just like, how does this work? And maybe it's just part of like, well, usually it doesn't work that way. I don't know, because it's just like I take over. Yeah, I know what they know. Sort of.
Yeah, there is a sort of like we're both in here together thing.
So he can kind of show her maybe.
Yeah, but again, if that's the case, why is she not saying anything good?
Right.
Good.
And this was the memory that almost happened before.
Right.
It's like it's like primed.
Like twice.
It's like
it almost starts.
Yeah, we sort of see it's like, okay, we don't see your face, maybe, you know.
Yeah. It's just too bad that
it just kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
Of like,
it did.
You're so special and people think you're special. It's like what you say to a kid when you're a teacher and you're like, you really don't like that kid.
Right.
But you know, like, he's not making it out of here.
And we kind of already had in No Way Home the sort of great power, great responsibility speech that was like, that's what he needed to hear. What, you know, that's what every Spider-Man needs to hear on any multiverse or whatever. But so this is just kind of like, remember, you're special and you should want to do good because you're special.
Died.
Yeah.
And that should be, to me,
that's the memory.
Call me crazy.
Her.
Show her that, or here's what you do.
Oh, okay.
It is because, like, okay, they're sitting on his bunk bed or whatever.
Yeah.
But show that, or like, she would be sort of, to me, like hearing. I feel like just having her finally show up and you see her face and she's smiling, sitting across from him, and just in some way that visually shows the care.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
You just see it. Maybe the music drops out a little bit. Gianchino takes a break, goes over to Crafty.
Sure.
Right? Gets a kind bar, spits it out. You just see them, and he walks in and nods or whatever. And she's like,
best left unsaid.
I think so, because you didn't really.
I think you're right. And then he says, like, yeah, that's Aunt May. You would have loved her. Like, what do you mean? How do you know?
Yeah.
You don't know this person.
You don't know her. She could be a dick.
Yeah.
Or just like a dud. You know?
Yeah. Dick or dud.
You know that stuff I said about my Aunt May? I think she might kind of find you boring. Once I get to know you.
It just, that whole scene just didn't feel quite ready yet.
It felt.
In a movie that's like really, really, really good, you just wanted a little more from that one.
That's when you wonder where's the overstep here, of like Feige's got his mitts in there, or you know, like there's just I'm like, was there some note here where it felt like they needed to, because they're overtly speaking to her about being special, where you go, but that sounds like what you say to a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
She's like, you're so special, because like she didn't know you, he doesn't know you. You need to be talking to Spider-Man and saying stuff that we can also then, using our brains, like tack on to that.
Right.
You're saying the movie's not feeding us stuff elsewhere.
Yeah.
So then she's just like, okay. And then they hug.
Yeah. That's what I think it's more powerful for what you said I like, or if she's just in the corner watching Peter have this interaction because she knows, like, oh, this applies to me.
Right.
She's not an idiot.
And she's seeing this is who
Yeah.
he has the best of intentions. And that's what my sister was to me.
Right.
Or something. Or like.
But that's the thing. It's not, the parallel isn't even there for her. What we know of her story is like, we kind of get the thing of like, why didn't our mom love us or whatever?
Right, because they say that.
Yeah. But even that is like,
why didn't she want us? You know, Mom. Yeah.
yeah. So like,
so her talking to her,
like,
it just doesn't.
I don't know. But then what is awesome is
His Spidey senses are now bananas, as we've learned.
he looks down a dark hallway from whence they came. Just hears the bullet coming. That's cool because you're like a pretty long emotional scene, and you kind of forget that
A guy was
Frank's
setting
about
up,
to kill you. Steps in front of the bullet. Yow! Ouch!
I was like, he killed Spider-Man.
Yeah, because there's precedent for that in the comics too.
And then they just cutting to Frank's. When Frank realizes, I'm like, because he's just like,
Yeah,
he can't hide it anymore.
Jean's trying to help. She doesn't know what to do.
No, she's a kid.
Yeah. Frank, give me a fucking room. Spider-Man. He takes him to the hospital.
He like ran. I don't know. He got in his Jeep or whatever, went across the city.
Yeah. And by the way, the hold on the city has gone away from Jean, of course. MJ's crying. And Ned's like, huh? But she was crying the whole time she was frozen.
She's crying frozen. They're coming down her face. So I'm wondering, I was just like, I don't know what that means, but it's a great visual.
Yeah, because probably it's just really scary to be frozen.
That's what but like other people were just kind of like, they're doing I know they got it from the Do the Frozen challenge or whatever. So it's like,
sure,
cup of coffee,
right,
newspaper, Dilbert tie, the whole business. But she's somehow aware of something.
Yeah, sentient.
Now
brain.
she might just say that was weird, but if there's something, she, God,
they didn't have to do that, They did
exactly.
Yeah. Because then she kind of like is rubbing the necklace that he got her and stuff. So you kind of think, oh, maybe something.
And Ned's seeing too. He's sort of like,
yeah.
So you're feeling something too.
Yeah. Peter, they're like, New York's hero is being taken care of by the best and brightest now. Like he's in the hands of New York's finest.
Yep. It's a bunch of nurses that have the I can't stay home, I'm essential shirts on. And then there's a heartbeat bumper sticker on their car that goes into a actual heart, and it says nurse in cursive in the middle.
And they're doing like Shakira Hips Don't Lie challenge while he's like TikTok dances and stuff. They're doing thirst traps in his room.
They're doing the Frozen challenge, but theirs is based on like, we're doing what happened in New York a day ago.
Yeah.
I think this is cool because it's just like this overt, I don't know, like everything's so positive.
Yeah.
It's like what happens in the comics where it's like New York's best and brightest are on it. And like everyone is praying for Spider-Man. We hope you make it out. It's just like, yes, we're all not, like, people care about him. It's not the like they've all turned on him for some dumb ass reason. It's like they care. And then all the news channels are like, we hope Spider-Man makes it out. He doesn't realize how much he means to us.
Yeah.
You're like, he is gonna die.
Yeah.
And
he's in there without his damned mask on.
So
you're like
everything he did is for naught.
There's gotta be a leak. And then
there is a leak. It's sitting in the corner. It's old leaky-eyed Frank.
Yeah.
Don't worry. They don't know about your face, kid.
I got a little thing.
I'm sorry.
And then like a real genuine, I don't know if did they like improv this whole scene or something, because it felt more genuine than anything when he's
this is why I was like, he's a great actor.
Yeah. Frank's crying and Peter's like, are you crying, Frank? And the way they laugh is like that. No, that's like a real laugh, even for a really great actor. It's like, you're actually laughing now.
I think it is just maybe seeing John Bernthal not be an asshole.
Yeah.
And he's actually playing someone that has emotions.
Yeah.
And you know that if he's crying, like he's supposed to tease him, but it's just a great, like, of course he's going to be mad if he sees him crying. He doesn't care, kind of.
Yeah.
But it did feel just like they were just shooting to camera on this interaction. Because you know that he's going to get, like, by shooting him, by literally almost exploding his insides, he is sort of like evened, like, not, and now I've seen you cry because you actually care about me.
Right.
Even though you won't say it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You do care.
Well, he says, I've known some of the bravest.
That was something else, you douchebag.
And then he says that old Red is helped keep him alive while he was in recovery or whatever. That's
all the power has sort of gone to keeping him alive. She's using it for good.
Yes.
She can finally do something. And then he says, and so that's happening. So you're thinking about that. And he's talking to Frank. He's like, are we friends now? He's like, yeah. And you're just like, I mean, folks, is this the best movie we've seen this year?
And he's like, how the hell
are you?
How do I get out of here? And Frank's like, I got an idea.
Yeah.
And this is great.
And we know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He wants to put that mask on.
But it's still even funnier and like more heartwarming than I could have imagined.
Because the extended him going down there and seeing without having to be Spider-Man.
It's so beautiful.
And the kid.
Yeah.
I was like, folks.
Peter goes out to an adoring crowd who are all looking up at his hospital room.
Because it shows him too. He has done the right thing.
Yeah.
He's messed up, but people count on him. And he's broken inside, but maybe he doesn't have to be or something.
His sacrifice is all worth it.
And then Frank they get to love him. Inside. And
he's doing a like gorilla.
I feel like they shot him for like 10 minutes just doing different stuff.
Probably.
And he's got it because he's still got his suit, like the sleeves are on.
Yeah. But you feel good for Frank.
Right.
Because you're like, he can be a little happy right now.
He's getting funny with it. And he's getting
it's beautiful.
He's getting people cheering at him.
Yeah.
It's not for it, but it's like he gets it.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, you're right. You're right. It is nice to be Spider-Man. We could be friends.
Yeah.
So what now?
We see Jean Grey headed on a bus towards upstate New York.
Yep. Take a load off Fanny.
And then
upstate New York, and I was just like, oh my God. This is happening.
Are they going to show it?
I thought maybe in the distance, but I was just like, no, I can just go to Shields and look at the one in the Lego section for now.
And then Peter goes into the little bodega. The little... And Ned's there. And he walks up to him. They talk for a little bit. And he's like, oh yeah, from the party, right?
Yeah, because he doesn't know. He still knows him as Maynard.
Peter initiates the secret handshake that they've had for all these movies. And as with muscle memory,
this magnetic...
He just does it. Ned does it. And then he looks up at Peter and says, Peter?
I got goosebumps.
And that's the movie.
But that's why I like the thing with Aunt May, because I was like, you literally just did what you could have done this 5 times throughout the movie and I would have cried every time.
Yeah.
Because should I tell him?
Right.
He just did.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything. And it worked. And he wasn't even, he just like has this thought.
So you take that as Ned remembers Peter. No wrong answers. No wrong answers. I just didn't know if I took it as...
No, I think, well, here's the thing. I think that's a clean way for them to give you a cliffhanger.
Yes.
But I think it's more complicated than that. And I don't even think Peter knew exactly what he was doing.
Right.
He went in for a handshake.
Yes.
I think truly that
Yeah,
becomes it becomes that.
Yes.
And he does it
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
Because he feels it happening.
Yeah.
And so he's like,
Yeah.
maybe if I did give her a big kiss.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, Peter. But I'm like, is that just because he knows that Spider-Man's name is Peter?
Right.
But they haven't done this. There's something.
He knows there's more to this story.
But that's why I know it's not just like everything has come back to him.
Right.
As much as I'd like to see that.
The way he plays it, though, is like it is.
That's the thing. It's like, I know you.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's a great way to keep me invested for 5, 6.
Yes. I like Ned.
Yeah. So.
That's why my button says that.
Did you wait for the...
Of course.
And you see the little spider tracker.
The spider tracker's in space,
yes.
Which is... Then I was like, wait, why could everyone forget him? Why did everyone forget him at the end of the other one? Was Doctor Strange able to do like a...
Yeah, Doctor Strange did a worldwide spell.
Yeah, that's it. Stupid. It works. He does it.
It did work, so...
But, so I was like, wait, was it a multiverse thing? Is like... There are some spider we finally get to see Spider-Man Noir
in space.
Yeah.
I think because I am kept abreast of these things, we have Doomsday upcoming, and then Secret Wars is the next Avengers thing, which in the comics, Spider-Man is a huge part of Secret Wars. So at least the original run of that event. So to me, I was just like, oh, he's not in New York anymore. He got transported to space.
There's a bit of a time jump.
Yeah.
There's something big going on he's got to go do, which is, hey, that's one of those, he's trying to figure this stuff out at home and he's getting there.
Yeah.
Right. He's figuring it out. Maybe he can put this back together, and maybe like the MJ said now, like, maybe you didn't need to do that.
Right.
Like, these people care about you for a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe making them forget you is actually not right.
Yeah.
And he's going to be doing that. And then he's going to get the spider alert that Robert Downey Jr. has just unmasked himself at Comic-Con. So he's got to go deal with that while there's this stuff. Maybe MJ's still with her boyfriend. Yeah. He just proposed to me. He's like, no, but it's sort of the Green Lantern thing where he's like, God, I'd love to stay here with you, but I can't.
Yeah.
I got to go to space.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, and I just hope that, I don't know, because I'm so kind of fascinated with how the whole memory thing is going to, because they could have done it a bunch of different ways. They could have not even like... No more MJ and Ned, at least for a while. Like, this movie could have been a complete...
No more MJ and Ned.
Like, a complete clean break from that sort of thing. Because that's kind of how they set it up. Like, now he's on a new path. They could have done that. But I kind of like that they are like, no, let's grapple with the fact that he made this sacrifice. But now I'm like, I want to know how it... Does he find a way for them to remember? Or do they actually just like... I believe you that we used to be friends and now we can be friends again. And like, he has the sort of will they won't they still with MJ, but Gwen Stacy does come into the picture. You get the classic Spider-Man love triangle with the black cat. The black cat.
Yeah, maybe Black Widow takes a swing at him.
I'd watch.
So I guess we'll see. I think it would feel a little. I don't like that they wouldn't remember the stuff. Like if they just go, well, we're new friends. When it's like, well, the only reason is because we got amnesia and hit our heads, and you remember us. And you're Spider-Man, so of course we want to be friends with you.
Right.
But it feels a little like it doesn't feel very satisfying.
Sure.
But I do wonder if when they set up, we're going to have him forget everything.
Yeah.
Do they have an out? I feel like the out, which I think they said you can't do, is like you can't undo the spell.
Yes.
But what is the thing that you can find within that does, because he doesn't really need anyone else. Like there's no one else that he needs to remember him. I mean, having a job or whatever, but
sure.
It's just these two. So what is that where it's not the whole world remembers that they know him because they put it on all the screens or whatever, but like, what is that? It's interesting.
Yeah.
So I hope they have an interesting way, or they let someone come up with a good way and not give us some cop out. But I feel like it's going to be a while, like you're saying, with I think kind of maybe setting up in the hallway with the Gwen Stacy thing. Unless that was the same woman for some reason, and it was just a weird scene.
Yeah. But I would like to see them let him.
How many of these do you think they do? Do you think we're done at 6?
Yeah, I bet we do another trilogy, and they, not including Avengers stuff, but of the main Spider-Man line, we do another trilogy, and they, at the end of that, he dies or retires or something, and passes on the torch to Miles Morales, which is what everyone's wanting to see. But I'm like, can't we just have Spider-Man for a while?
Yeah.
I like Miles as a character, but these are still good.
And
do we need to make it even more complicated following another Spider-Man? Like, let's stop. Let's keep it, because this is a pretty contained, like, small-scale story, and it's probably the best one of these. Just like as a movie, I think I might like No Way Home more just as an experience, because it was so cool to see.
Sure.
But as a movie, this is the best one, I think. Just like as far as like script to screen, nails just about everything.
Yeah, people were clapping and I was a little bummed because I was trying to go for a few days, and I was like, is it at the IMAX? No, because the Odyssey's still taking it up, and I wanted to do it, and I just kind of I was like, okay, I'll go Sunday, which was like not the most filled up place, but it was a good crowd and people were into it. Yeah. And I was just like, I was hoping to not see anything until that point. Yeah. And yes, it's not sort of this culmination. That's the problem with all of these for me, is like with the Avengers stuff, where I'm like, it's been a decade of this.
The big one.
Through like a significant chunk of time for us.
Yes.
I feel like where it's like, it felt like a long time. Like Iron Man came out, what? And then you get his death in this sort of, where I was just like, okay, I think I can take a breather. These have been my favorite for everything I've said.
For sure.
And this one, it might be the best one. It's hard to say. I'd have to go back and watch. Yeah. I really like Homecoming is awesome.
Yes.
So, and I haven't watched it for a while, but it is like the beginning of that sort of story. Yeah. And I like that it wasn't like the idea here was we're sort of starting again, but you're not. You're doing this, what happens in the comics, which is like the complication of, oh, right, we're in a world where they've forgotten him. Yeah. And they have their own life going on, and he's got this tied to this, and now you're bringing in someone else. Just in a way that just felt so like fun. This
new mutation where he's like evolving, which is a comic thing, but also, I guess, apparently Tom was like allowed in the writer's room and was like a big part of the story this time. And he was the one that pushed the puberty, like the spider evolving thing, because he was like, I never really got to do the learning my powers thing. So it'd be kind of cool to like see what that looks like.
Which is just the best shit. Like Tobey Maguire on the roof.
That's the best.
And I like that it's coming this far in, and that he's sort of taking control. I felt like he was sort of passive in these, maybe, where it's like we hired a guy that we think works, and is like good in the role
Mm-hmm.
with Tom. But I like that he like cares about
he
making these good.
He really wants them to be,
because these are the ones when you watch them, you're like, these are great films, and then people will say it's a super, it's like it's a superhero thing.
Yeah,
they're fine popcorn movies or whatever. It's like this is why they became a big deal, and I think as they've maybe kind of lost the plot of just needing to have more stuff come out.
Yeah, for sure.
I just like that these feel like they're their own thing, and also I think it like destroyed the box office.
Yes,
in a way that they were not like
at
all. It was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
People care.
Yeah.
So there's no way they're not going to do more. I know they
for sure.
obviously want to do more, but it might be my favorite at this point.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
To say you're not getting diminishing returns.
Yeah. Like the fourth movie in your franchise in a time when like everyone's pretty down on the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
They're Doomsday is not looking like it's going to be the big thing that everyone thought. So this is kind of a surprise for everyone. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of doesn't really make sense that it's a huge box office success just because it's been 5 years, but maybe that's why, because everyone loves Spider-Man. You want to see the new.
And I think people are just, I don't know. People are going to the theaters more.
Yeah.
And then I saw that there's even pushback on that. This is the discourse shit where it's like, is Christopher Nolan ruining normal theaters for everyone?
Shut up.
Dude. Okay, so what? So they have to make all the screens bigger or what? They don't do that because no one cares.
Right.
It's annoying people like me saying we have to go like
to the biggest screen.
Just go enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Like this one, you said it might be a little, when I saw it, I was like, okay, just saw a 3-hour movie. This one's over 2.5. But where they could have cut it down a little bit, maybe. I'm still like, I still want to see it again before it leaves theaters.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see it again, of with everything I have in my head now.
Yeah.
And go enjoy it.
All right. One more thing, because we talked about Peter has invented the sort of DNA inhibitor thing.
Yes, he has.
Which will end up being the thing that tries to kill mutants, basically. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the main thing that the mutants are always fighting, is like, they want to take our powers. They want to diminish us.
Yeah.
And that's interesting. Like, Spider-Man created...
again, he's screwed up. Trying to make himself safer.
And not just in his own movie, it probably will have far-reaching, like, throughout the whole X-Men.
Because who got their hands on that tech, maybe? We know that Jean was somehow able to get through someone else, get hands on the Hulk stuff.
Yeah.
Break it, but, like, he brings one into the defense place, whatever, damage control.
That's what, like... Milicek didn't die, so we know that's his sort of angle. He wants to use the stuff,
and that's always their thing. If we can take away someone's psychic ability, or that he can have claws come out of his hands and kill us,
yes,
we can get closer to them and kill them.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And again, like Hulk was saying, what is that doing to your genetics if you just cancel everything that's bad? It's all mixed together.
Right.
Does that turn some of the mutants bad? Does it turn some of them good? Well, we'll have to find out when, I guess, they tried to do X-Men again.
Yeah.
Because they're like, boy, something happened at the end there. Something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what, but it sort of got all out of place, which is why with the Spider-Man movies, it's always felt like they are unto their own, because it was a simpler time when the first ones came out.
Right.
It's like, they're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's not about other people.
Right.
As we get, let's see where this goes. I'm very excited.
Me too. I love X-Men probably as much as I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But they just haven't had a steady hand on the X-Men stuff for a long time now. So
no, but you can go on Disney Plus and watch the cartoon with the fake VHS effect.
Oh, cool.
The new show.
What do you rate this movie?
9.
He loved this movie.
I thought it was great. I was like, I'm turning into one of those guys, and I don't like it. Where I'm like, I just went and had a good time.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're gonna make me sad. They're gonna make me laugh.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It was awesome. It's what I want from a movie. So even
Sure.
if I'm like, I like the other ones more, this one's still a 9. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they just.
Hey, man, I love it. I love to hear it.
Everything looks so good. That's they brought it. They've got real people. They've got all those extras. They've got the city stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of set up everything in a way that just like you feel like you're with him in a way that has been more realistic than recently, especially when they're like, we got to get him swinging. We got to get him into the Avengers.
Right.
He needs to be in 3 different continents to film all this stuff. That's why I'm surprised they said, fine, we'll do more, when the director's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't deal with this.
Um.
And then on the side, he's got that bureau check.
Yeah.
Woo. Nice. My brother.
I think I give it an 8.
Okay. I give it an 8.5.
No.
See how that affects me? It doesn't. 9.
I'm happy. Personally, I'm happy because I'm the sort of Marvel, MCU, Disney, Star Wars shill.
And I said I haven't been.
Right.
I'm
happy as hell. I wonder too if like, because the last few Marvel movies have been like the villain is just kind of like gets talked to and then talked out of being a bad guy, which Gene did. So like some of that stuff, if you haven't seen them, you're kind of like, that's new to you. Whereas like, it's kind of like stale for MCU stuff now.
I did wonder about if you're watching the shows and like, I was looking up the Wonder Man stuff where I was like, I forgot this even happened.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
And everyone's like, it's actually pretty interesting if you get past how slow it is. And then they canceled the second season.
Yeah.
It's like, it's becoming the Star Wars thing. But because I've just sort of let it happen and I've picked, of course I want to see this one.
Yeah.
I'm just more, I'm like, it's been a while since I've seen one.
Yeah.
In theaters or in general.
It's a great movie.
Thank you.
It did.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Is Tom Holland your favorite Spider-Man?
It's just tough to say. He wasn't. He to me was just like seemed like a kid.
Sure.
And they're like, he's got the hair. He can be in shape. He'll kind of act like he's like, I'm just a little New York guy. It's like everyone thinks he's cute. I get it.
But now he's a man.
He's become a full-fledged man, literally right in front of our eyes, especially in a few scenes here. And then coming off of seeing him in the Odyssey, which I'm not like, wow, the best performance I've ever seen.
Right.
But like, I kind of get, it's just like, I see what he's doing and I like it.
He came of age in that movie, and then
like he wants to keep pushing himself. Like I feel like you could kind of go into this and I don't know. Yeah. Like when like Captain America or something.
I think this was his best performance.
Yeah,
of
definitely.
The Spidey movies.
What else have I seen?
Probably of his career.
I think so.
Yeah.
Just looking at her when she's like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
He's great.
Just like, you're Odysseus. All right. So that's it.
Are we done?
Back to our regular. I can't believe what time it is. I can't wait to go to work tomorrow, and I will look like SpongeBob with the shrunken eyeballs.
But it was all worth it.
Yeah, we talk longer than the movie. So we're back to our regular schedule. Tell us what you think of the movie. Maybe go somewhere and find a place to give us a rating or review or about the movie mainly. We care more about Spider-Man than we care about ourselves. Maybe you could call us sacrificial lambs to the slaughter, but that's all right. And we'll see you next time.
Each week we listen to an album, here's our rhyme. Just know it's gonna take about 3 hours of your time to hear us complain or praise each other's taste. But no matter